Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
In Iowa, we grow corn. A lot of corn. Corn is what supports us. It feeds our livestock, it fuels our vehicles, empowers our state. It nourishes our families. A cash crop? Yeah, but it's way more than that. Corn sustains us. It's who we are. Without it, we'd just be... well, you get the picture. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Good morning, wrestling enthusiasts, and welcome to Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Wrestling Tournament, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on a championship Friday morning. I'm Benjamin Hupke, joined for the second time in many days with Des Moines native, Mr. Austin Oliver. Hey, man, nice to have you on the broadcast here this morning.
Very nice to be here. Looking forward to some great wrestling today as we get ready to crown some champions here this evening.
As we look as the team scores coming into this semifinal and consolation quarterfinal round, top 10, Spencer with 48 points. Ninth is Southeast Polk with 50. Lewis Central having a good tournament. They're in eighth with 52. East Buchanan, seventh with 54 points. Waverly Shellrock, the defending champions, Austin, they're in sixth with 56. Bettendorf had a whale of a round last night. They're in fifth with 58.5. Ankeny, a half point in front of the Bulldogs of Bettendorf with 59 points. Raccoon River Northwest out of the Des Moines Metro, they're third with 60. Cedar Falls, a splendid round yesterday, late in the evening. They're second with 64. And Decorah, the Vikings, top the leaderboard with 59 points.
Yeah, we just get a chance to watching all the matches yesterday. They're all over the matches. You know, you get that red, white, and blue uniform, and it's very apparent that they've got a ton of people wrestling down here and a lot of people on the championship side of the bracket. So they're going to be looking to score some more points again today.
So you and myself will concentrate on mats 4, 5, and 6. Yesterday when we started, it was a sellout and a little bit sparse maybe perhaps in here for the opening session on a championship Friday, but nevertheless, yesterday, Austin, when we started, 448 young ladies seeking out some medals, top 8 and 14 weight classes, which equates to 112 medalists. yet remaining, we have 168. So those that we'll see in our championship semifinal rounds, they've already secured a top 6 finish.
Yep.
But the young ladies on the lower tier in the consolation bracket, if they do not win here today, they'll fall 1 place short. I like to actually call it the blood round, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't win, you fall 1 place short of the podium. But nevertheless, both of these, not only the semifinalists, but also the consolation gals, they have a lot at stake here this morning.
Yeah, these first matches of the day getting started here at 10 o'clock is going to be the most important matches for a lot of these gals in order on those consolation matches to keep going, working towards those place winners, and then for obviously the gals on mat 3 and 4 to get up to that championship. So looking forward to it.
What's impressed you the most being back here for another year? You did a phenomenal job last year. Awesome to have you on the color again this year, but man, the talent level is just seemed to up itself, hasn't it, from a year ago?
Yeah, I got a 10-year-old that's wrestling as well, and I tell you what, there's girls that are down in these lower levels that are just rock stars down there. So I think just every year we're going to just trickle up a little bit more and a little bit more, and that competition is going to be a little bit every year. I use that wrestling term, that iron sharpens iron, is one that a lot of people like to use, and we see that happening each and every year that these girls get together.
You know, I asked you this question an evening ago, and I'm going to ask you again because perhaps we have different viewers and listeners here on Championship Friday morning, but in visiting with the administration personnel out of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, last year to this year there was an 18% increase in participation. From this year to next year, they're projecting somewhere around 30% increase. With all of that being said, putting all the numbers together, do you look for this tournament to continue to stay here in Coralville? And if so, do you think they still stay with the 1-class format, or do you think they might branch off to 2 classes?
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, I like I said yesterday, I like the closeness, the tough, just the right on top of the mats kind of situation that we do have here at Extreme Arena. I think they've done a great job in the 2 years that I've been here of making sure everybody gets in. Sold out crowd on Thursday. I think we'll be close to sold out again today as we get into these later rounds. But they're going to have some decisions to make, you know, with how they're going to move it forward, and hopefully they get it going in the right direction to keep the sport growing.
I inadvertently said you're out of Des Moines. You actually live in Ankeny.
I live in Ankeny, yep.
I do apologize for the misunderstanding there, but that's the voice of Austin Oliver. He'll be on the side today with all the color analytical. Does an outstanding job. I'm Benjamin Hupke. Hope you'll sit back and enjoy. We'll take a brief time out. When we come back, we'll have semifinal and consolation round 4s coming up. This is the 2024 Iowa Girls State Wrestling Championship, brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Thank you for joining us for the 2024 Girls State Wrestling Tournament. I'm Riley Johnson here with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and we hope you're enjoying all the competitive matches you're seeing here today. Now, in our second year, we are so grateful for those who have continued to support us to put on this great event. None more important than our longtime partner and proud title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau. With me here today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Brent, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks.
So we want to tell all our viewers about all the support that the Iowa Farm Bureau has given to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. So why does the Iowa Farm Bureau choose to support and invest in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and our tournament games?
Yeah. Well, you know, Riley, the Iowa Farm Bureau, we've been the title sponsor for 19 years already. And we're really proud to be a part of, you know, the second year of girls wrestling program here in Iowa. And, you know, this program is the fastest growing women's sport program in the entire country. And we couldn't be more proud to be a part of it. And just like the students that are competing here today, they're the best and the brightest at what they do. Iowa's farmers are also the best at what they do, not only in production, but also conservation. Put all that together, and there's a lot to celebrate.
Your support for youth and education goes far beyond the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. What else do you provide to Iowa's youth?
Yeah, well, here at Iowa Farm Bureau, we firmly believe that today's youth is tomorrow's leaders, and we're proud to support them in many different ways. Every year, the Iowa Farm Bureau, we give nearly $500,000 in scholarships across the entire state. We also partner with the Girls Union and the Boys Athletic Association to provide concussion insurance for those students who are participating in sanctioned sports. We've done that now for 4 years, and there's only 7 states that even offer that, so we're really proud of that. We also have given Iowa's teachers nearly $500,000 so that they can properly equip their classrooms. And most recently, just last year, we proudly gave the Iowa FFA Foundation $1 million so that they can continue to spread the good word of agriculture across the state and show students how agriculture touches their lives every day.
So the student athletes participating in this year's tournament are taking home some pretty neat souvenirs for this year's tournament. One new item is the championship ball cap. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, we're really excited to now provide ball caps for the champions. You know, these students, they work so hard and they sacrifice a lot, and to have this token that really celebrates their accomplishments, something that they can look back on and remember their time here, and remember that if they put their mind to it, they can sure accomplish anything.
Well, Brent, we appreciate your time as well as all the support the Farm Bureau has given the Girls Union over all these years.
Yep.
And a very pleasant return, everybody. Welcome back to Extreme Arena, an electric Extreme Arena. It's Championship Friday. It's the 2024 Iowa Girls State Wrestling Tournament, brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau. Well, I'll tell you what, head for cover, Dr. Oliver. They just shot out some T-shirts. Unfortunately, you or I, we didn't get anything, but man, did it get the crowd excited here this morning.
Yeah, everybody's ready to go now. They've been screaming for T-shirts, and these wrestlers are out on the mats. You can feel the electricity. The coaches right in front of us. We got one of the Decorah coaches just jiggling his knees, waiting in anticipation of this match coming up here. So looking forward to these first start-on matches here. We're going to start out at 100 here. It's going to be a nice one here coming up.
Once again, we want to thank the Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting the 2024 Girls State Wrestling Tournament. As a sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Farm Bureau recognizes athletic and academic achievement on the mat and in the classroom, helping to nurture Iowa's future leaders. A big, big thank you to the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At this time, we ask that you please join us and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America and those who protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this, Mr. Austin Oliver. It is Championship Friday. We'll see some outstanding semifinal bouts. The winners get to the championship matchup tonight. The consolation winners secure themselves a top 8 finish. What do you expect here this morning?
Well, we're going to see some people ready to go. We're going to see some energy. These gals, we got girls stepping up on the mat right now. They're going to be ready to go. It's going to be an exciting morning for us.
All right. In our first semifinal at 100 pounds, out of Decorah, in Chloe Sheffield, her opponent out of Waukon in Maya Kurth. And Kurth, the number 2 seed, Sheffield, the number 6 seed. Ironically, Austin, both of these young ladies are members of the Northeast Iowa Conference. So you know they probably have wrestled one another this year. A little bit more on their records.
Yeah, Kurth just has buzzed through the competition so far. She hasn't got out of the first period yet, actually the first minute. We got Kurth coming in with a 31-2 record, and Chloe Sheffield coming in with a 36-5. That's before they came into the state tournaments. They got a couple extra wins under the belts at this point right now.
Kurth, a senior, wrestling in her final tournament, representing the Waukon squad. Chloe Sheffield, she's just a junior. It's Waukon and Decorah for a spot in the championship matchup tonight. The spotlight at 100 pounds.
Yeah, both the gals are hand fighting right now. Both of the girls are trying to work a 2-on-1 as Sheffield throws up the arms and goes in on a double leg, but Kurth is ready for it and is able to sprawl out to get back up to the neutral position.
Really was a good double leg attempt there by Sheffield. And here is Sheffield going to try to press Kurth to the out-of-bounds line. Good, intelligent wrestling by both young ladies. They know that they're kind of seeking to get to the out-of-bounds line, and they intelligently circle back into the center.
Yeah, just disengage a little bit, move back into the middle, because they know as they get that takedown started, they want to be able to finish, and it's hard to finish on the edge of the mat. It kind of changes some of your angles for sure.
Sheffield had an underhook there momentarily on Kurth. Kurth intelligently circles back in. And as mentioned, a great job by both young ladies orchestrating some good head-hands defense right here. Down inside the all-important 20-second mark of our first period, yet no score. A long extended shot by Kurth, warded off by Sheffield. Going back and forth are these Northeast Iowa Conference rivals. Down inside 10 seconds.
Now they're following each of their shots up. As soon as they defend the other shot, the other gal's shot, they go run in on a shot of their own. So this has been kind of going back and forth with no score here in the first period.
A scoreless first 2 minutes.
Choice to go over to Sheffield. She defers to the third period. Kurth's going to choose down.
2 more minutes on the clock. High school wrestling consists of 3 2-minute segments. And we'll get started here from the referee spot to begin period number 2. Good near side tripod stand up there by Kurth. She's brought right back down to her base courtesy of Sheffield. Oh boy, could be dangerous mode here. Body lock. Sheffield's going to try to return it. Going to be an escape. So 1-0. Maya Kurth advantage.
Kurth is trying to torque over on that cow catcher, but she's getting caught herself. She gives up the 2 points, is going to give up some back points. There's a 2 count there, so it's going to be a 4-1 lead for Sheffield. As she's got a deep half Nelson is out to the side running that one hardcore.
Still got that half Nelson in. Does Chloe Sheffield, the number 6 seed, so she's gone out in front. Got a fall down over on mat 6. Somebody is going to be a place winner, the other is not. And the winner, I believe, on mat 5, I stand corrected, is Vita Poe out of Solon.
Yep, got a pin there in the second period. Sheffield doing a nice job of riding Kurth right now. She's tried a couple pinning combinations, not able to get her turned over, but she's done a good job of staying behind those shoulders as we say that. She does give up the escape. So it's going to be a 4-2 lead for Sheffield.
That's good work by Maya Kurth to wrestle beyond the out-of-bounds territory line. She does salvage a point. 4-2 the score as we go down inside 40 seconds. You know, many times in the world's oldest and greatest sport, it's not all about power and trying to push somebody around. And that kind of was an instance right there where Sheffield kind of just stayed with it and managed to secure
Kurth and Sheffield fighting for a throw here. And Kurth kind of gets on top, but it's still a scramble on who's going to get some points as Sheffield gets around and starts to cover the shoulders of Kurth.
Wow, this is some good action.
Kurth's got her head back up now again, still trying to work on that throw that she started off with, but she's going to get off to the side. We're going to stay in neutral position.
And another perfect example where Kurth kind of had Sheffield in a big-time predicament. Rather than worrying about going for the jugular in the big move, probably would have been better sought to seek around her opponent in Sheffield just to secure the 2, but she ran out of real estate. That was the out-of-bounds line. She didn't satisfy any points. We're going to go to the third and final period and a 4-2 advantage.
Yeah, I think it's some of the things that's kind of evolved in the sport is that scramble mentality. You know, just in the last maybe 5 to 6 years, we've seen a lot more of that scramble technique that people use on their defending takedowns and with their takedowns to begin with. And that's trickled over into the women's sport as well.
So we start the final 2 minutes as Sheffield elects to go down in a 4-2 lead. Here for the young lady, the number 6 seed in Chloe Sheffield.
And as I said before, this is the first time that Kurth has gone out of the first minute of the match here at the state tournament, so this is going to be uncharted waters so far for her.
Kind of neat seeing the pink, which signifies the girls' union, the headgear of Chloe Sheffield. Going to be a quick jump, and the guilty party will be, I believe, the underneath.
Yeah, down wrestler, yeah. Sheffield called for a false start.
You can have a couple of those before you're going to be violated with a point. $1.50 to go in the third and final period, and a nail biter here. Good stand up there by Sheffield, trying to keep her down as Kurth. Still in on a leg. Fighting it near the out-of-bounds line. No exchange just yet, says Mr. Sean Angel, our lead official. Good job of chain wrestling by Kurth. Out for one. And same
Kurth's in
move.
big trouble here. Sheffield settles in on top of her. And I don't know what they call. They stopped the match. We might have an injury on Kurth. It looks like we have an injury here. So
going to be a 2-on-2 situation, yeah.
Yep.
That's good officiating. Going to have a takedown for Sheffield. And with Kurth and the injury situation, there is a 2-point segment that will be awarded to Sheffield. So that's a big 4-point exchange, Austin.
yeah, it's going to change this match drastically. 9-2 lead for Sheffield. Kurth had gone, the second time Kurth had gone for that cow catcher throw, and Sheffield was ready for it and had defended it well both times. And this time Kurth almost ended up in did end up in a really bad spot. Unfortunately, we got that injury. Looks like it's the left ankle of Kurth there that they're taking a look at.
And we elaborated on it prematurely in this matchup already, but sometimes it's better to stay basic, and that is what Sheffield has done here. She's been a benefactor of being basic, catching Kurth in that kind of whip-over situation, and she's got a couple of good takedown and near falls met satisfied in this particular moment. But 9-2, boy, I tell you what, that's a difficult difference to come up with in the short amount of time that we have left remaining in this one.
Yeah, just 30 seconds left to go as Kurth does get up to her feet here, and the trainers and the coaches are still checking her out. Hopefully she's able to continue here. She tried to roll that ankle out a little bit. Give us an opportunity to catch up on mat 5 and mat 6 out here. We got Lakin Evans of St. Ansgar, and Carissa Hersom of Southeast Polk. Hersom is up 9-0 in the second period. And then over on mat 6, Kira Hesenius of Lamar's up against Hillary Trainer of Sumner Fredericksburg. Trainer's up 2-0. That match is at 105. Both of those matches are at 105. As Kurth is able to continue, she'll go down in the down position for this last. I think there's 30 seconds here, isn't there? There's 29 seconds.
Yeah,
There's a minute left. Okay,
right around a minute. You're actually looking at the injury time.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but they didn't. They waited to the last second to put the actual time up there as
Sheffield's kind of running this uncharacteristic half Nelson, then she's going to break Kurth down to her base here. Good wrestling here by the top wrestler in Chloe Sheffield. She leads at 9-2 as we go down inside 40 seconds in this semifinal at 100 pounds.
Sheffield's got that dangerous bar arm in there right now. It gets a little high here, and Kurth's able to reach back to the head. I don't know if that's going to help. She gets that arm as well. Sheffield could be in some trouble, but she does flip over to the right side. It's going to be a scramble effort here as Sheffield's going to come out on top and maybe get some back points as well.
Yeah, she's got Kurth in trouble again. one cardinal sin that you need to avoid, you can never look back, and that's what Kirk just did.
Yep.
And Sheffield, to her credit, right?
Took advantage of it.
Yep.
7
No
seconds
doubt
left to go here. I think Kirk's going to be, they give her the pin. There, it's 4 seconds left to go. Sheffield with the pin at 100.
Chloe Sheffield, recipient of a fall in 5 minutes and 56 seconds. And it will put her into the championship match later tonight against the defending state champion in Katie Biscaglia. Congratulations to Chloe Sheffield. She's your semifinal winner over Maya Kurth of Waukon.
Sheffield's overjoyed there as she jumps into her coach's arms. Championship vibes there. She has to report to the judges' table there to go sign her name back on the bracket and get herself into that final match there.
A big old $1 million smile on that young lady's face, right? And for good reason. She wrestled very strategic, very smart, and did her good. She's into the championship matchup tonight at the 100 pounds. Here is a Sioux Cup Fast Fact. Want to let you know, Layla Phillips is the #1 seed. She's already been victorious. McKenna Rogers out of Denver, the #5 seed. Lainey Shelengowski, young lady we'll see right now in your monitor, as well as the #3 seed and #2 seed Casey Miller. Already a 2-0 lead for Western Iowa's Casey Miller.
Yeah, she's the #2 seed coming in with a 34-0 record. She's got a couple falls on her way to the semifinals, as well a couple falls for Shelengowski as well. But Miller does take a 2-0 lead here. Looks like she's looking at an inside cradle here. Inside cradle, yeah, it looks like she's got an inside cradle, trying to decide how she's going to take it over here. Probably needs to get that head into the side, into those ribs, and get her pushed over. But she's working that hard as Shelengowski's trying to grab that leg and trying to get some force out to maybe pop those wrists.
Yeah, I think you bring up a very valid, very observant point. She needs to put her head in the side there of Shelengowski. She's not going to turn right there. And our lead official, Mike Winklepleck out of Sioux City, calls a stalemate, and we'll start back to the referee's position with 49 seconds to go.
Yeah, that head in the side just kind of breaks down those ribs and makes it a little bit uncomfortable, makes it a little bit easier for her to get out. But Shelengowski had a nice sit out and gets to a 50-50 spot. Miller's grabbed that near side ankle, trying to keep control here, but we'll see what she can do. She's probably going to work that inside cradle again there if she can get that locked up, and she does. There she's trying to put that head in the side.
Going to bring her back the opposite way is Miller of Shelengowski. 2-0 remains the score. Yeah, in this particular sense, Miller would be better sought to go head in the rib cage. Now coming out front a little bit, perhaps more than aggressive, going to try to whip over Shelengowski. Back up to the neutral position. No neutral situation just yet with that front headlock scenario, says Mike Winklepleck. And that will conclude our first 2 minutes in what is a 2-0 Casey Miller lead.
Yeah, she did a nice job of holding on to that front headlock there and keeping control and not giving up that easy 1 point escape there at the end of the first period. It may help her out later in the match here, saving that point there.
Miller wins the flip. She elects to go down to begin period #2. Well, another electric crowd inside Extreme Arena on Championship Friday. Quickly to her feet is Miller near the out-of-bounds sector. Good job of hand fighting the Millers out for 1, 3-0, Austin.
Yeah, nice job of popping right up and exploding out of that referee's position and getting hand control and popping that hip out and getting herself freed up.
Right now, Shelengowski's wrestling a lot from her knees, and front headlock defense coming by Miller. You can see very intelligently, Shelengowski kind of got up to her base, didn't she, to get herself out of somewhat of a little bit of a danger mode there.
Yeah, that front headlock, it may not be a bad position right away, but that weighs on you as the match goes on. If they keep running that front headlock, puts a lot of pressure on the back of the neck, and you end up having your forehead in the mat and on your knees, a lot of it. So it's good for Shelengowski to get back up to her feet and get out of that front headlock as Miller tries to work the 2-on-1 now.
1 minute to go here in our second period. Semifinal at 105. It's a 3-0 Casey Miller advantage. Glad you come to join us on the Iowa Girls Union Network.
Nice duck under for Miller's got a potential for 2 points, and she is awarded the 2 points. Right in the same situation, right when she shot, I think there was a stall call on Shelengowski on her feet as well.
Here's Shelengowski, got herself in an advantage situation on a reversal. Wanted to maybe go to a splato there. Very intelligent by Miller to kind of bail out.
Yep. And Shelengowski's going to get the 1 point, so it'll be a 5-1 lead for Miller. 15 seconds left to go here in the second period.
Both the young ladies tying up. Here comes Miller, the aggressor. Nice high crotch here. He's going to switch off to a double leg. Shelengowski going to try to roll her through. On the edge. And a late takedown there, says Mike Winkelpleck. For Miller, she extends her lead. It's now 7-1.
Yeah, referee called a quick 2 on both of those takedowns. I think the Durant coach is probably wondering a little bit because there is such a focus on scrambling right now. It's kind of a scramble situation. As Shelengowski does a double leg of her own, looking for a trip there, and goes to a fireman's carry and gets the takedown.
Well, Austin, are going to talk to you from an analytical role. What do? Do you try to ride her, maybe turn her? You trail 7-3, or are you going to let her up and play the takedown game?
Well, she's gotten away pretty quickly. Haven't got an opportunity to get very many penny combinations, so I think you let her go and see what we can do on her feet. She's got to feel confident that she's just gotten a takedown just a second ago.
It was an effective, well-executed leg attack by Shelengowski. She does prevail for a 2-point takedown, but then really doesn't concede the rear standing position. Miller's out for 1. It's now 8-3, and now we're in a blood timeout situation.
She's going to have to get some back points at some point. She's not going to be able to take down and release her way back into this match. So she's going to have to look for something where she can get some back points. Just a minute left to go here in the third period. That 8-3 lead's kind of a problem right now for Shelengowski for sure.
Do want to remind you that you're watching the 2024 Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Well, we have an injury timeout here. We'll call out the other mats that we got out here. Mat 5's got Lacey Reed of Southern Tier up 5-3 up against Abby Yeager of Eddiesburg, Blakesburg, Fremont. And then over on mat 6, Carlena Buford of Midland up against Kate Siri of Linn-Mar. Series up 2-0, and that's just at the end of the first period as we go back to action here on mat 4.
1:31 remains in the third and final period. It is a 8-3 advantage for the senior out of Western Iowa. Casey Miller looking to extend her winning streak. 34-0 into this semifinal bout. Shelengowski, boy, she was in there once again on a leg, but credit the defense of Miller. No damage done.
Yeah, Shelengowski working on a little duck under high crotch series and just wasn't able to get it finished up. As she shoots a single from pretty far out, she gets the leg trapped, trying to come up to her feet on the backside of Casey Miller, but Miller's gets her way out of trouble.
Well, I tell you what, Miller on not one, not two, but maybe 3 or 4 times has dodged a couple bullets, and good warranted call by Mike Winkelpleck on Miller, where Shelengowski has really turned up the tempo with her shot attempts here in the third and final period. It does warrant an inactivity call on Miller, but for the moment, still an 8-3 lead for the young lady out of Western Iowa.
Yeah, I'd be looking for Miller just to get one shot in there, even if it's a feint, even if it's a kind of half-hearted shot, just to placate the referee. Placate the referee to make sure that no stalling calls are going to be called further in the match. But just 10 seconds left to go. Still an 8-3 lead for Miller.
And she will end up winning this semifinal bout. Late takedown for Casey Miller. And in the end, the senior out of Western Iowa improves to 35-0, with a 10-3 win over her opponent in Lainey Shelengowski out of Durant. Pretty impressive showing by Miller. You know, we talked about a lot of these young ladies, how a year ago, really, the top three really were outstanding. But this year, and I think you concurred this last night on our broadcast, where the gap is really narrowed. The top 8, the top 10 are starting to solidify themselves, and the gap is really narrowing talent-wise, isn't it?
Yeah, we can see these matches, the first 2 matches we had gone to 33 periods. Last year we may have seen a pin or 2 already to get into that championship round. But some great wrestling here so far as we move into 110.
Now we go to a semifinal at 110. Gable Heeman, the number 2 seed out of Osage, taking on the number 6 seed out of Mount Vernon, Kirsten Swart. Heeman, coached by her father, the former New Hampton Chickasaw head boys coach, but just great wrestling through and through from all of these respective communities. This is Osage and this is Mount Vernon.
Yeah, both wrestling powerhouses for many, many years as both girls try for a throw on the edge of the mat, but not enough room to get anything to completion to go back to the middle to neutral position. Well, we can see that both gals are going for it there. Both of them tried to go for a throw right on the edge of the mat.
Trying to work a Russian tie left side is going to be the Osage Junior in Gable Heeman. Gable?
Yeah.
Wow.
Heeman looks like she's trying to go for a throw here. She's posturing, getting that underhook on the near side, and then trying to get those hips in as a stalling call has gone to Swart of
well, that was
Mount Vernon.
A quick stall call here early on, about $1:15 in. And here's Heeman with a front headlock, kind of not so much from a front situation, but nevertheless, Swart gonna try to escort her out of bounds and does so. That's just pretty good wrestling through the extension of the out of bounds line.
Exactly. Yeah, Heeman was working that front headlock, tried to move to that inside cradle, and just couldn't get it flexed up enough to get it locked up. But yeah, Heeman's definitely working that underhook. Gets double underhooks now, trying to posture up a little bit to see what she can do with that once she gets in there. I'll be interested to see what she can pull with that.
She is really manifesting the action here. Heeman trying to go to a body lock. Got Swart on her back in big trouble. Courtesy of Heeman on Swart. Going to be a 2-point takedown and a 3-point near fall. A big 5-point exchange in the final 15 seconds of period number 1.
It was a 50-50 situation with both of them up there throwing some shoulders there, and Heeman just happened to end up on top and in a bad position for Swart. But that definitely could have gone either way. Both girls were in a pretty decent position as they hit the mat.
And credit really, Heeman, she was the aggressor with the double unders.
Yep.
And she somehow, some way, able to produce a 5-point swing out of it. And probably more damaging for the opposition than Swart. It came in the last 15 seconds of the period.
Exactly.
So we get on the way to begin period number 2. Here's a bar arm, left side of Swart.
She's got that far wrist trapped as well. Swart's in some big trouble here if they can get it out to the side, but she gets up to her feet, back down, and now potentially dangerous, called by the referee. Got a little bit too high on that arm bar in the back.
We'll get a fresh restart with 1:31 to go here in the second. Good pressure by Heeman on the top side to break Swart down after really a nice inside stand-up situation.
Got the near side half now, trying to get out to the sides. Got that far wrist trapped in as well. Swart's in a lot of trouble here as a ton of pressure is being put on that shoulder, but she does a good job of posting out. And they go and try it again.
Well, she trapped that far wrist with the near side half Nelson, and I think all Heeman really had to do was perhaps get up and maybe drive over and through a little bit more. But credit Swart for fighting it off. And once again, we see another great exhibition of flexibility, this time by Kirsten Swart, to prevent any damage done being met. And oh, big trouble here. Look at the flexibility here between Swart and Heeman. Heeman manages to still stay on top. Heeman's going to try to go to a split here.
Swart's in a much better position here as she's just trying to get her arms out to get control. She's going to go ahead and get the reversal. That'll be the first 2 points for the match for her. Still down 5-2 with about 15 seconds left to go. She's got a nice armbar in of her own. She can get out to the side with about 12 seconds left to go and score some points of her own.
A lot of points being scored in the closing moments of each of these periods. We just seen it with Swart. Heeman got a big 5-point exchange to conclude period number 1, and we'll go to the final period, 2 minutes in duration, in a 5-2 Gable Heeman advantage.
Now, it's an interesting choice what Heeman's going to choose, because I think the Swart's got to have some confidence, because she got that bar arm in there at the end of that period, just didn't have enough time to get it running and gunning, but Heeman does go ahead and choose down, but I think Swart's got to have some confidence that maybe she can get her turned over here in the 3rd period.
Well stated. That's the voice of Mr. Austin Oliver out of Ankeny, Iowa. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast. I'm Ben Hupke on the Iowa Girls Union Network. Semifinal action here at 110 pounds. 5-2 for the moment is the lead for Gable Heeman. No mistake, first name is Gable, and probably for a reason.
That's exactly right. You don't wrestle with a name like that and not have people notice it for sure.
Sooner or later here, though, Kirsten Swart's going to have to make a decision. Do I let her go or I try to turn her? And right now, Heeman's pretty content from the bottom position as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a stalling call here coming in here very, very quickly as Heeman looks very comfortable and just staying in base position or down on her hips here, not giving up any points.
Nearing the 1 minute mark.
Referee's got to be mulling that over as we speak.
And now, right now, for the moment, Swart pretty content to ride here. Unfortunately, she trails 5-2. Is she aware of it or not? I don't know, but sooner or later, she's going to probably have to let Heeman go.
Yep. Still no stall call here. Inching down under 35 seconds left to go. Looks like she's trying to work a crossface into a cradle, but Heeman's having none of it at all.
Pretty standard is Gable Heeman from the bottom position. Down inside, 25 seconds to go. Still a 5-2 Gable Heeman advantage.
Heeman's giving up an arm now. He's got that crossface, and she's doubled up on that crossface. He's going to run that around, but Heeman's got that leg out there. Is posted up pretty heavily. Just 10 seconds left to go. She needs to fight it off and send herself into the state championship.
And it will be a state championship matchup tonight. Gable Heeman, despite being ridden out the final 2 minutes, will win it over Kirsten Swart. Final score 5-2. Congratulations to the Green Devils junior and Gable Heeman, 5-2 recipient winner at 110 pounds. We're going to take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll have more live semifinal action. You're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. And a very pleasant return. We want to welcome you back to our live coverage of the 2024 Iowa Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Going to go right back into action Semifinal at 115 pounds. The number 3 seed, Rihanna Utterback out of Sigourney, already with a quick takedown. Her opponent, second-seeded Ellie Weeks out of Shellsburg.
Yeah, Utterback's coming into the state tournament as the 3rd seed with a 47-0 record. Wheats is coming in with a 51-2 with a couple matches here at the state tournament as well as the 2nd seed. But Utterback out to a early start here with a takedown and trying to work an armbar on the edge of the mats to see if she can get some back points as well.
Prior to the Iowa Girls Athletic Union sanctioning this event, Utterback participated in the boys venue. Look at here. Looking to make quick work of Weeks is Utterback. She got it. Hasta lasagna, don't spill any on you, Dr. Austin Oliver. How do you like that?
Minute 10 for the pin. Just ran that armbar, stacked her up, and there was no place to go for Weeks at all.
That's some power there by a young lady out of Sigourney. She's into the final tonight, courtesy of a fall in 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's a dollar bill, 10 pennies, or a dollar bill, a couple nickels, or a dollar bill and a dime.
Yeah,
Nevertheless, congratulations to Rihanna Utterback.
Yeah, she's just a pin fest all the way to the finals. 39 seconds in the first round, 52 seconds in the 3rd round, and in the 4th round, 1:30. So she's on a collision course for the finals, hoping to get a first period pin there as well.
So congratulations to Sigourney's Utterback. Now we're going to go to another semifinal, this time at 120 pounds. Upstart, 14th seeded Leah Chandler out of Sheridan, and her opponent, a number 2 seed out of Shellsburg, and Bree Swenson.
Yeah, it looks like the seeding is kind of indicative of a 12-4 record coming in for Chandler. Probably just a late season addition there, so just didn't get enough matches in there to get a high seed as she gets a takedown right away here in the match for a 2-0 lead, just about 25 seconds into the first period.
Chandler, a season ago, Austin, was 3rd at 120. How, for whatever reason, was she a 14th seed here this year?
That's a great question.
Good thing we got the cameras. We're being obscured here by the outstanding talent rushing by along with their staffs.
Got a scrum of West Lyon. Looks like West Lyon coaches and wrestlers as one of the wrestlers is exiting the match right in front of us. It was the other 115-pound match just got completed.
I think that was West Liberty.
West Liberty? It was West Liberty. You're right.
There's another takedown for Chandler after the release. 4-1 the score as 14th-seeded Leah Chandler off to a great start here. Hasn't wrestled a lot of matches, though, this year.
No, 12-4 coming in. He's got a couple matches down here. She had a couple falls coming into where she's at right now. Had a first-round pin of 132, 7-6 decision over Smith, which was the 3rd seed. It was a big upset there, and then a minute 50 in her last match. But she's taking her right to Swenson here of Vinton-Shellsburg.
You know, in this instance where she hasn't wrestled a lot of matches, we've also seen young ladies this year that have wrestled nearly 60 matches.
Yeah, I saw you doing your prep earlier yesterday, Ben, and you're inquiring on how many matches some of these girls had gotten in.
Well, and I bring that up because it is paramount to build the sport up in the girls sector. And we all know, following the world's oldest and greatest sport, you start at a young age. There is a propensity oftentimes to kind of burn out, isn't there?
Yep, absolutely.
And so that's my particular concern.
Even burning out within a season. It's not about a cumulative effort sometime of years of wrestling. Sometimes it can just be a lot of matches in a season. With wear and tear on the body, have some of these wrestlers coming into the state tournament with shoulder wraps and knee wraps and all sorts of things. So,
well stated. Well, it's a 4-1 first period lead for Chandler. Her choice to begin the second. Austin, she elects to go neutral.
Yep, and she had dominated so far as on the feet as she's in on a single here, but Swenson's looking to get a good sprawl here and is looking to break that grip on her legs and maybe get a spin around for a 2 of her own. Get this match a little bit closer.
We're live from Extreme Arena here in Coralville, Iowa, tremendous venue for this girls' state tournament. And when at first it doesn't look very well, continue to persist and keep moving forward, and that's what Chandler just did. She yet secures another takedown. She extends her lead to 6-1.
She just powered through that. Yeah. Had gotten spread out there onto her hips and just gradually worked her way back up and just used superior upper body strength that just pushed all the way through. As she gives up a reversal to Swinson. We'll see what Swinson can do from the top position as she puts in a deep half, captures the far wrist, and trying to get it out to the side.
You can see the fire in her eyes as well after that reversal. Hey, I got a reversal. I narrow it to 6-3. I'm back in it.
Let's go.
45 seconds to go here in period number 2, and she wants Chandler to come up to her base. She wants to orchestrate something from the top position to get herself even closer in this 6-3 deficit.
Got that power half on the far side. She's just trying everything here. She's tried to work an arm bar, tried to work a half. Wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe a stalling call here on the bottom wrestler. She's not even trying. There we go. There's a stalling call. As she
well
really
warranted
trying to
observation on your behalf. Great job. Yep, no doubt.
I mean, with a 6-3 lead, that's something you're going to be kind of doing. You're going to try to protect that lead, try not to give up any back points to get the match a little bit closer as they end the second period here. She's in a great position, even with that one stalling call, to be able to get this match to the end and still keep that lead.
Well, here's the thing. She trails 6-3, Austin. Her choice to begin the third. She looked over to her coaches. They said go down. She goes, no, I'm going top. That's confidence.
Yep, she thinks she could turn her over, so we're gonna be able to see what happens here.
Well, we've seen it in the match prior where Swart from Mount Vernon rid her opponent the entire third period without turning her. And look at here. A bar arm, left side, far side half Nelson. Gonna have to make it work. Gonna try to turn her. For the moment, Chandler is warding her off. Confidence exhibited by the number 2 seed, Bree Swenson, to take top.
I mean, the other thought process is from the top, she's already got a one stalling call. I mean, another stalling call is probably pretty close to being incoming here as we have some blood injury timeout here. But, you know, if she figures she could get maybe one more stalling call, get that extra point, and then get a 2-point near fall, she's, got things tied up. I mean, that could be the mentality of what she's got going into this third period.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There was a late inactivity call at the end of the period, so perhaps that's what she's thinking. But she's been awful aggressive from the top position, has she not?
Yeah, she's jumping on both sides, trying to get out to the side, and exactly what she should be doing to kind of necessitate and kind of force that referee to call that inactivity call as well. Well, with this blood injury timeout, we got a chance to hit up mat 5 and mat 6 as well. Got Chloe Sanders of Vinton-Schellsburg out there up against Asia Jagner of Dallas Center Grimes. That match is at 135 out there. And then over at mat 6, a CC Scarf from Southeast Polk up against Mackenzie Tollefson of Decorah. Scarf right now is up 2-1, and that is in the third period, about a minute left to go. And that bout is as the trainers do a little bit of cleanup on the mat, getting that blood cleaned up so that we can get back to action here at 120. I mean, I look to see, Chandler to try to prevent any extra points, but Swinson, I think, is just going to get more and more aggressive as we get a little bit further into this last minute 30 of the third period, trying to force that referee to make a call on the inactivity and at the same time trying to get those near fall points going her direction.
A pair of seniors. They don't want their quest to be the best to come to an abrupt end. It's a 6-3 advantage for Leah Chandler. She was third a year ago. Good breakdown off the whistle, courtesy of Swenson, that of Chandler. Trying to work that bar arm. Got that far wrist occupied. Now she's going to try a half Nelson.
Yeah, Swinson did a nice job of reaching up and covering that hand and pulling it down off the back of her neck.
But sooner or later, she's going to have to make a decision. Do I let her go, or what's going to happen here?
Getting down to about 50 seconds left to go.
almost a microcosm of what we've seen the match prior, wasn't it?
Yep, exactly. I'm really surprised the referee hasn't called anything yet as Chandler just looks to be covering up each attempt that Swinson is making.
Down inside, 30 seconds to go, still a 6-3 score.
There's that stalling call.
A point. Inactivity call. Now 6-4. And boy, I tell you what, you gotta think Swinson is aggressive as she's been from the top position. The final 2 minutes to come up a couple points short, got to be very frustrating. But nevertheless, in the end, a 6-4 win for Leah Chandler, the senior, the 14th seed out of Sheridan.
Yeah, just made smart decisions there on the mat in that third period and just didn't let herself get turned over and led it to a win for her, and she'll be in the finals.
The thrill of victory and the agony defeat. Big old grin on Chandler's face. Conversely for Swinson, a little bit glossy-eyed as she walked by us. And you would expect that. Now we're going to go to a semifinal at 125. Destiny Brown, the number 7 seed out of Ridgeview. And the 3rd seed representing the Bettendorf Bulldogs, Hannah Rogers.
Yeah, Destiny coming in as the number 7 seed. She upset a 2-time state champion, Jillian Wartherin from my hometown and Ben's hometown here, or Ben's current residence right now, coming into the finals, returning state champion. It was a big upset there. So she's looking to get into the finals
nice
again.
Low leg attack and ankle pick for Rogers. She goes out quickly 2-0. Well executed by Hannah Rogers.
Rogers coming in as the number 3 seed, 43-2 out of Bettendorf. Well, really a number 7 seed with Destiny Brown coming in at a 42 record. That's not anything to sneeze at as well.
Very impressive to say the least. We've wrestled 40 seconds here in a semifinal at $1.25. Hannah Rogers, courtesy of a quick takedown, leaves it 2-0.
And Rogers got a really deep half Nelson, trying to get that support leg, and she does get past that support leg. And she's in a great position with 1:06 left to go to potentially get a pin here. She's got 3 back points in the pocket here.
Coach Bob Yelich is our lead official here in this semifinal. 3, he says. Now a 5-0 lead.
A Belle Plaine product?
Absolutely.
Yep.
You retire from coaching and you get into officiating.
Yeah.
How about that combination? Well respected is Coach Yelich. Near the 30-second mark. Oh, she bumps Destiny Brown forward. Really a nice job of doing such by Rogers, and she's got Brown in trouble again.
It's right on the edge of the mat, so Rogers is gonna get right off the edge of the mat. It's gonna get an additional 2 back points. That'll be a lead from 7-0. She's gonna go right back to that half Nelson. You know, just 17 seconds left to go. I don't know if she's gonna be able to score with it again, but if she gets back on top, she's gonna stuff that chin right underneath the armpit and go for that again. So.
Well, why not? Because she's had some success on it. She's already got 5 near fall courtesy of it. Going to go right back to the well to get some more, but unfortunately she's going to run out of real estate. That's time on the clock. Good first period for the 3rd seeder, Hannah Rogers.
Yeah, so she just sinks that in again. So Brown definitely knows what's coming from here in the 2nd and 3rd period. It's going to have to figure out something to be able to stop that half Nelson.
Don't tell me that these young ladies don't spend some quality time in the weight room. Rogers very well put together upstairs.
Yep, absolutely.
You can tell she's been in the weight room.
Yeah, Brown chooses a neutral position here. She didn't want to go down position again, knowing that pinning combination is working so well for Rogers. But they're hand fighting here, trying to get position and see what each of them can do.
Rogers has a nice collar tie, doesn't she? Oh, look at here.
Nice little fireman's carry right to the back.
Big move by Destiny Brown.
Rogers is
She's
in
got
trouble.
Rogers in trouble.
Got a ton of time here. She's got to settle in and see what she can do to get that inside shoulder down.
Destiny Brown trying to make it a Destiny situation.
It's a pin!
Oh! Destiny Brown trailing 7-0. Gets Fireman's Kelly to her back. Secures the pin over Hannah Rogers of Bettendorf. Time of the fall for Destiny Brown will be $2.36. How do you like that?
It can all change on just a moment's notice there as it went completely haywire for the Bettendorf wrestler, and Destiny Brown, fireman's carry right to the back and did not let her get back up from the mat.
And she says right in front of us, how did I lose?
Yeah.
You just read her lips. And her Hall of Fame high school coach, Danny Knight, follows her out right behind us. You got to just feel for her, but hey, we talk about it. You always got to keep your focus, and perhaps lost that focus momentarily. And credit Destiny Brown in on a beautiful Fireman's Kelly series, and she made Hannah Rogers pay the price.
Yeah, it was a lickety split little move, and she was on her back and in a lot of trouble. And we've got the new matchup here. We got Tatum Shepard of Riverside up against Colby Tenborg of Sadell.
We've got
I
the
jump up. I jump up one too many? No,
No, we've got the actual top side of the bracket.
Okay,
they
gotcha.
Switched it on us a little bit.
There we go.
This is going to be the number 8 seed in Addison Musser for Anamosa. And Hannah Rogers' teammate, the number 4 seed Lexi Peterson out of Bettendorf.
They switched it up on us.
You always got to like that, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep us on our toes.
Yeah, Peterson out to a 2-0 lead, just 40 seconds into the match here with a takedown.
So we'll see if Lexi Peterson can change the tide of what just happened to her teammate in the match prior, where Hannah Rogers was leading rather conventionally, having her way 7-0, and then got Fireman's Kelly to her back, and look at here. A reversal of her own by Addison Musser out of Anamosa.
Now Peterson
And
had a
she's
nice
got
arm
herself
Yep.
a bar arm, and she's got Peterson in big time trouble on her back.
Ton of time left here. She's just going to try to settle the action down, calm herself, and get into a good position to put all the weight on that far shoulder.
Oh!
Pin.
A big win for the 8 seed out of Anamosa, Addison Musser. How do you like that, Mr. Oliver?
That was an excellent little move there. Gave up the takedown to begin with, got the reversal, and then took her right to her back, and that was all she wrote.
Let me ask you this. You go into a match, just like you've seen Peterson, correct? Gets a quick takedown, but what is running through Lexi Peterson's mind as she sees her teammate in the prior match overwhelming the opposition, only to get Fireman's Kelly to her back and pinned? Almost a microcosm, wasn't it?
Well, you got two different directions to go. Does it get you fired up that your teammate just lost and want to avenge that loss, or it's does it deject you a little bit to jump into your match? I think she was in a good mindset because she got that first takedown and was looking good. Just got caught a little bit on that reversal and got in a bad position, and Musser just wasn't going to let her make the mistake and get away with it.
I guess I probably should have led you into it a little bit better, talking about the significance of the mental aspect of the world's oldest and greatest sport.
Absolutely. It's girl on girl out there. It's one person out there, and then you're listening to your coach, and you're out there doing your best to get that first, that best step forward and make an impact out there.
So now we go to a semifinal 135. This is Isabella Deeds out of Ridgeview, and her opponent representing Lewis Central in SB Almazan.
Yeah, Almazan's pretty much pinned her way to this match, all in the first period except for her first round. Didn't get into the second, but she's been looking really, really nice coming to this. Deeds coming into this match as well with all falls as well. So I've got a couple pinners here in a matchup here in the semis.
We go down inside 50 seconds. And we'll get a quick stalemate call. Get a fresh restart from the neutral position and a scoreless first period. Ridgeview, it's Lewis Central. Semifinal here
Wrestling now
at 135.
Semifinal bout from Ridgeview, Tatum.
This is a chalk matchup with the number 2 seed up against the number 3 seed, exactly where each of these wrestlers thought that they would be coming into with the seedings.
Trying to pop her down from a front headlock. She's got an underhook, kind of a whip over situation, isn't it?
Yep, she's looking at it, trying to see if she can get it. She does get it locked up here. She's looking for a throw, and she gets the throw! Oh, right
How
at the end
about
of the
that?
match.
Amazon just gave Isabella Deeds her pilot license.
Yeah.
And it all happened down inside, this time 5 seconds.
Just gets 2 points out of it. But I think Amazon, if she goes back up to the feet, she's going to know that that's there. Deeds is going to know that it's coming as well, so we'll see what happens here as Deeds chooses to go down here for the second period.
2 different body frames, isn't it, right here?
Absolutely.
It's Amazon, stocky, short in stature, and Isabella Deeds, long, lengthy, with a lot of height. And that didn't defray Amazon from going into a body lock, and she just gave Deeds her pilot license in the last 5 seconds.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here now that they've gotten up to neutral position with Deeds getting the escape and both of the wrestlers back up on their feet.
So courtesy of that late takedown inside the last 5 seconds for Amazon, it's a 2-1 advantage as we go down inside 120 remaining here in period number 2. Good action from the 2024 Iowa Girls State Wrestling Tournament. Man, it's been some exciting combating here this morning.
Amazon working that Russian tie, trying to get in a little bit closer. Gets a stalling call on Deeds as she's backing up for a good part of this neutral position so far, with Amazon putting a ton of pressure on her.
Down inside, a minute to go. Still a 2-1 SBL Amazon advantage. The senior out of Lewis Central High School. Good long extended shot by Deeds.
And here we are in that front headlock position that she was in the first period. Felt super comfortable. I'd like to see a trip out of this, maybe to step around and maybe trip and throw at the same time, but we'll see what Amazon could do as Deeds does get her head out and get into better position.
Down inside 20 seconds. Deeds has had some pretty good attacks, but I tell you what, that threatening snap down, go behind her whip over, I think has maybe been the difference so far. 2-1 remains the score. Amazon leading it, and that's the way it's going to be as we go to the third and final period.
Yeah, Deeds looks a little bit out of sorts, so she's just trying to figure out what she can do to get back into this match. It's just a 2-1 lead for Amazon. Looks like she wants some adjustment to maybe her shoulder strap there. Got a little bit of a wrap on that right shoulder. So going over to her coach to get that adjusted and get it put back into place.
Good action. Semifinals here of the 2024 Iowa Girls State Tournament. A big thank you to our presenting sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Amazon chooses down for the third period to see what she could do to get the escape to lengthen that lead up a little bit for her. Deeds working that tight waist, has got her arm wrapped all the way around the body of Amazon. Just is a good control ride, breaks her down to her hips, and then Amazon back up to her base.
Amazon, yet another indication of a young lady that spent some quality time in the weight room.
Yep.
These gals do a lot of off-season wrestling, and Amazon has just been issued not a speeding ticket, but a violation for inactivity from the bottom position as we go down the side of buck 20.
And I think that was the right call. I think he called a little bit quicker than some of our referees that we've seen in a couple matches previously, but I think that was exactly the right call and the right timing for that, to get those wrestlers to move a little bit more and get a little bit more offensive and not be so defensive.
Right now, the Lewis Central corner getting a little bit nervous here as the lengthier Isabella Deeds putting a lot of pressure on SB Amazon from the top position.
Got an arm
Left
bar
bar
in.
arm
Yeah.
employed, left side. Almazan trying to ward it off. Go down inside, 45 seconds to go. A big step coming up from Deeds. Can she turn the corner? That's the question. 40 seconds to answer the question.
Almazan got that post out leg up there and was able to stop it from going any further.
Deeds just cannot turn the corner. Riding parallel to Almazan. Down inside, 20 seconds to go. Trying to bump her forward is Deeds of Almazan. She's just got 10 seconds to go. A big
Almazan.
turn of the corner again. Almazan trying to fight for her life. Stay off her back.
Oh, holy cow, that was close.
What a fight by the bottom wrestler, SB Almazan. Final score, 2-1. And Lewis Central has got themselves another finalist here tonight. Well, it's been a lot of fun. Austin, we're going to turn it over to Dar Danielson and Sydney Bolin. When we come back, there will be more semifinal action and consolation action. You've been watching the 2024 Iowa Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network. We go to 140, and it's a matchup here between Kira Dojimesi and Diana Garcia Vasquez here in the 140 matchup. Dar Danielson with you, along with Sydney Brolin. Bolin, excuse me.
No,
yeah.
it's all right.
Got to get reset here and ready to go, Sydney. And here we go. We got the number 1 wrestler from Waverly Shell Rock against the number 4 here
Nice
from West
takedown
Liberty.
here at the gate.
Yeah.
Messi is the returning champ from last year.
She gets the early lead. We'll catch up on the other matches, the consolation rounds, and we get a chance here. We'll focus, though, on the semifinals as we're down to a minute here in the first period.
They call him out of bounds. Take him back to the center.
Grip leading Meade on mat 5 in the 145 consolation round, 11-0. And over on mat 6, no score there with Bowman and Spurgeon. But Garcia Vasquez starts on the bottom.
Doing a good job at trying to fight off bottom, but Messi's pretty good at riding on top here. Trying to hook that leg in, get her broke down.
And all her wins have been falls through here to the semifinals.
Yes.
Seen a lot of that. These top
She's gonna
seeds.
try and shoot for another one here. She's got some time. We got 20 seconds left here in the first period. Keep working that. Man, Vasquez is doing an awesome job at not letting her get turned.
And the period runs out, so we'll go to the second period. Messi up 2-0 here for Waverly Shell Rock. They're third in the team standings right now. It looks like Garcia Vasquez will be up to start the second period.
Garcia Vasquez trying to keep Jumesi broken down here. Jumesi's doing a good job of trying to get her hips up. Face her and get her one here.
Makes it 3-0.
Nice job. Oh, both girls. See who's, oh, Garcia Vasquez is gonna get the two. And on the edge, she's gonna look for some back points. Nothing there yet.
Messi really trying to fight that off.
Yes. Garcia Vasquez trying to keep that nice and tight. Not sure how well you can see it on her screen, but they're very much on the edge of that circle there.
I was just going to say, do you know when you're on the bottom there being controlled how close you are to the edge?
I hope they do.
They should know, shouldn't they? After they come over this far.
Yeah, so Jumesi was probably, trying her best to scoot out of there just so she can kind of get maybe a little bit of a restart and get back to that center of the mat. We got about 55 seconds left in the second period with Jumesi leading 3-2 right now. Garcia Vasquez again doing a nice job of keeping her broke down.
Applying a lot of pressure there.
Yes. Got 30 seconds here in this second period. Not too much going on. Not sure, maybe, I was going to say some stalling on bottom. Jumesi's got to get working up underneath her. We see maybe some more movement now.
Ten seconds to go, second period.
Garcia Vasquez trying to get some sort of tilt in there, and she is called for potentially dangerous. Time runs out. We're going to move here into the third period. Oh, and we're going to give her one and go neutral. Garcia Vasquez doing a nice job at off the whistle being aggressive with her hands out the gate there.
And obviously it depends on how you feel deciding what you want to do in that case and starting up, right?
Coming into the period, whether you choose top or bottom, no, definitely. They definitely probably saw more of an advantage for, going neutral. So we're going to go ahead and give her that point and go from her feet and hopefully get that takedown.
140-pound match here. Looking to advance the championship later today.
Garcia Vasquez has had a heck of a tournament. She came in as a 4 seed, and I'd say she's wrestled and looked pretty stellar this tournament.
And holding her own right now against
Yeah,
the number one
definitely,
seed. Yeah,
definitely. You know, it's pretty intimidating out the gate when you know, not only is she number one seed, but she is also a returning champ from last year. So,
right.
Kudos for Garcia Vasquez for coming out and being aggressive out the gate.
Last 30 seconds here.
Still tied to tide. We're gonna have stalling on green now. They've got to work towards that center. We're gonna go out of bounds, bring them back towards the center. Dad with some words of encouragement from the corner.
10 seconds.
Messi doing a nice job of that forward pressure. Garcia Vasquez has got, she's got to move forward. She can't afford another stalling call.
So we'll go to extra period here, overtime.
Whistle blown, Garcia Vasquez in on a shot out the gate. See if she can follow through. Messi doing a nice job of getting her hips back. She got that leg hooked. Can she get around for the two? She's got to get her arm out. She's got to get behind her arms. Messi doing a nice job with the wizard trying to get her facer. Messi now with a takedown to her back.
30 seconds to go. She gets around.
Said no back points. Wow. Nice match there. Jamesi's going to walk away with the win and head into the finals again to fight for a second state title.
5-3 win there at 140.
Broke her streak of falls. I'll give Garcia Vasquez kudos for that.
Over on mat 6, Blake of North Tama leading Brewer 2-0 in the first period. Wolford leading Ralston 2-1 in the third period on mat 5.
Semifinal match on mat 4 at 140 pounds from Ankeny, Hayden Bratland. Her opponent from Spencer, Shaylee Sutherland.
Now we've got Bratland of Ankeny and Sutherland of Spencer.
Sutherland the 2 seed, Bratland the 6 seed here.
Nice hands-on match here.
When you're over there waiting, do you pay attention to that match before you at all, or are you just too focused on what your match is coming up?
For me, like
For
if I was,
you were, yeah, you're just too probably zeroed in, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm not one for the big stages, so I try to kind of maybe keep to myself and in my own zone. Some of the girls love it. They love being out here in the atmosphere, and you know, so I'm sure they're watching and just kind of feeding off of the energy that's in the room.
Sutherland there with the takedown.
She's gonna try and get her arm in here. Got about 50 seconds left in this first period. Gonna take her time here, get some back points. Nope, can't quite get it.
I need a fort dodge.
Sutherland doing a nice job staying behind those arms and keeping control on top.
Winding down here in the first period. Sutherland advanced with falls through. Bratland had 2 falls and a major decision. And that'll be the end of the first period. Well, Bratland will go down. Sutherland up for the start of the second.
Bratland trying to get out from underneath. Sutherland there. Sutherland is just not going to let her have that arm.
Motion to the far left of the mat, from our vantage point anyway.
Right. Oh, we're going to get off balance here. Bratland's going to pop her head out. Is she going to get the reversal? Refs are zoned in. They're not going to miss a thing. Oh, Bratland's going to get her one.
We will be rolling right into Consolation round 5 on the outside floor mats. 100 pound and 205 pounds.
Oh, Bratland now there with a nice slide by straight to her back. Oh, did she get any? I don't think she gained any back points on that one. Too quick.
Sullivan did a good job of spinning out of that.
Nice takedown though by Bratland of Ankeny. Now working on top of Sutherland.
She has the lead 3-2 now.
Peek up at the clock there, see what she's got left. She needs to get some more points on the board here right before we go into this third period. Sutherland's gonna try and shoot for a reversal. Coaches are yelling at her, hook her leg. She can get around a little bit more. There's the 2. She's gonna take her right to her back. We got 3 back points there. Nice job by Sutherland getting out from underneath her. Getting those back points again right before that third period.
Yeah, right at the end. It looked like Bratland was taking control, and then Sutherland flipped it there and goes up 7-3 as we head into the third.
Go off of our feet here into the third period. Nice forward pressure by Bratland. Going for the takedown, and she gets it. She's going to hop back up, give her a 1, and shoot for another takedown to close that gap there. She knows she's got short time to do it. She's going to get around for her 2. There it is again. Coach telling her, let her up again.
8-7 now.
Give her her 1. Got a takedown, will tie it up here with a minute left in the third period. She does a nice job on her feet. Has already had some decent takedowns in this match. We're gonna have stalling on green. Oh! Back and forth.
Oh, she
Sutherland with the takedown. 40 seconds left, straight to her back. We're looking at 5 points there. Maybe there's a pin.
33 seconds left in the match. She gets the fall. Sutherland. It'll be number 1 against number 2 in the championship tonight at 140.
Got another coach coming from another mat over here yelling and cheering her on.
Well, let's take a break. You're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. underway here now at 1:45. Greta Bruce of Davenport, Kayla Stiefel there of East Buchanan. Our Sukup Fast Facts, Maury Mons of Lewis Central was number 1 seed and a semifinalist in 145. Eva Scrocky, Dubuque Wahlert, number 4. Greta Bruce, number 3 seed, and Kayla Stiefel was the number 10 seed of East Buchanan. So Stiefel looking to come from that 10 spot and get into the title matchup against number 3 seed.
I'd say she's not doing too bad. We're no points on the board with 30 seconds left. Refs kind of hollering at him to tell him action.
Dar Danielson, Sydney Boland with you here. Matt Side, the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Wrestling now on mat 3 at a 145-pound semifinal from Lewis Central, Mari Mans.
We'll go through.
From Dubuque Wahlert,
No take it back to the center.
And the 1 and 4 seed are over on the other mat. Mat 3. The winner of that one will face the winner of this one.
Oh, man. Kind of a roll around there. Both girls being nice and aggressive. East Buchanan tried to get the takedown on that one.
But just ran out of mat over there.
Yeah. Bruce, probably felt that coming and just rolled through it. Back on her feet in the center. Does give Bruce the lead though, 1-0 with an escape.
A lot of hand fight trying to get an edge here, isn't there?
Right, yeah. No, I like the hand fight and getting in there and being aggressive. We're gonna have stalling on red. Bruce doing a nice job of working her feet back towards that circle. Stiefel's not gonna let it happen though. She's gonna come in pretty aggressive. Bruce again with, I'd say, more of advantage of the movement forward and staying towards that inner circle. Stiefel in on a shot. We're gonna have stalling on green now.
Like
These
Stiefel,
refs are not messing around with these stall calls today.
Stiefel looked like she was gonna try to turn her and maybe get the leg there, but couldn't.
So they are not gonna let them back out at all. Got about 20 seconds left here. Bruce leading the way, 1-0. East Buchanan Stiefel in with a nice hold on the chin, under the arm, trying to set something up here. Nothing.
There it is. We'll go to the second. Bruce with a 1-0 lead here.
Third period.
Our third period, yeah. End of the second. We'll go to the third.
Must have some blood over there.
Bruce over, getting some attention.
Nice quick breather for both girls. Coach is giving a nice pep talk.
Schrock with a 1-0 lead in the other match, heading to the third over there on mat 3 on the other side of this bracket. Schrock, the 4 seed, Mans the number 1 seed over there. And we're ready to head to the third here. Stiefel will be in the up position. Bruce gets out right away.
Another point for her, now leading 2-0. Nice heavy hands on by Steichel. Again, she's trying to get that underhook. Both girls doing a nice job of trying to work inside. Miss Buchanan's gonna try and lift. Oh, and we're gonna go out of bounds. Coach seems to think that needed to be a stall call. Oh, we're gonna have some more blood time here.
Yep.
We've got Vedipo of Solon leading 9-1 against Ruiz over on mat 5.
Spencer, yep.
And then we've got Trainer leading 2-0 over Hersom over on mat 6.
That's in a 105 match, Consolation. And I didn't see if did we have a fall in the other match over there?
I missed it. We got a nice takedown here on mat 4.
So there was a fall over there on the other mat. Is that Mans? The number 1 seed.
Bruce now leading 4-0 with about 40 seconds left in this third period.
Skylar Slade, Philip Lemon in the 155-pound semifinals from England, Haley McGrew.
Steichel
Gonna get an escape.
gets a 1, yep. Well, she needs to
Coach
get
up
some
on
points
his
here in a
feet.
hurry.
Yeah, I say coaches are up on their feet now. Short time left in this match. Bruce is gonna, stay away and not let her get into those legs. Gonna have another stalling, 1 red. Bruce though gets around and gonna hook up a cradle. No, and she doesn't get it with short time.
That'll do it. Bruce, the number 3 seed, will move on to face the number 1 seed, Mans, in the championship later tonight at 145.
Nice hard fat match by both girls.
Stifle, she'll maybe that 10 seed,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
a little better than that,
Yes.
Maybe that was a little motivation, but she battled to the end there.
Here's a good one now coming up on mat 4. We had a nice upset for her yesterday. From Cardinal, Miss Cox.
Our Sukup Facts at 155, semifinalist Skylar Slade, a number 1 seed. Haley McGrew, Anki, a number 5 seed. Aja Cox, a 14 seed of Cardinal, as you said, and Nicole Olson, the number 2 seed out of Missouri Valley.
We got Cox in on a shot right out the gate. Olson doing a nice job of getting a wizard in to fight that off. Cox's are one that had a little episode yesterday we were hoping she would recover from. Oh no, we've got Olson getting her to her back. Nothing there. She's going to get the 2 for the takedown though.
That was right at the end of the match, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, and some of our girls from Eddyville trying to lock her up and get some points. Cox doing a nice job of trying to stretch out and fight that off. Olson, not enough, gonna get it 2 there for near fall. Again, we're gonna lock her up and shoot for it again. Can she get it? Gonna get some more back points there. Now 3 leading 7-0 with about 45 seconds left in this first period. doing a nice job again of getting her base up and trying to work up and get out of that. And back to her back again.
There it is.
Olsen gets the pin and moves on. Congrats to Cox though. She's still in placing rounds. She's had a great tournament. This is awesome from Small Town Cardinal. Congratulations, girls.
4th seed, and then
Another, looks like we have a pretty big upset here over on mat 3. I know it's not ours, but
McGrew upset Slade, looks like the Southeast Polk.
what a match.
The number 5 seed from Ankeny with the fall.
That is a big one.
So it sets up number 2 Olsen against number 5 McGrew in the 155-pound title tonight. Wow.
That's huge for Ankeny too. I know they were kind of in the running for team points. So to have one moving forward on that final side is pretty awesome. Over here on mat 4.
Yep, number 1 seed, Simon of Decorah.
Semifinal on mat 4 from Decorah, Naomi Simon.
Naomi Simon, as you see, the number 1 seed in our Sukup Facts. Avery Whitcop of West Marshall, the number 5 seed. Carissa Oldenburger, the 27th seed of Waverly Shawrock, and Autumn Ellsbury, the number 2 seed of South Tama County, our Sukup Facts for the 170-pound class.
That's exciting here. We're going to have another great semis. We've got
Naomi Simon out early with the 2-0 lead.
Yeah. And trying to hook something up to get a pin. Going to get her to her back. Got some back points there. See if she can't tighten it up a little bit. Yep.
There it is.
Simon with the fall.
Simon advances. The number 1 seed.
And she is a returning champ. So she is going to shoot her shot here tonight at a chance to go home with another bracket.
No score between Oldenburger and Ellsbury on the other mat. Simon Wheaton winner of that one on mat 3 in the 170-pound championship. Up next will be 190 here. For us, the 190 Sukup Facts, Bella Porcelli of Southeast Polk, the number 1 seed, Libby Dix, the number 4 seed of Mount Vernon. Our match here, Leah Stewart, the number 6 seed, Janet Terwee of West Lyon, the number 2 seed. At center mat, here we go.
Nice and aggressive here off the whistle for these girls.
Terwee through the field with falls. 2 falls and a major decision for Stewart to advance to the semis.
Bounce over to mat 5. We've got Abby Yeager and Siri, with Siri leading 2-0 in the first period.
110-pound Consolation there.
115 Consolation. We've got Ryder leading 9-7 against Gwynn with 30 seconds left in the third period.
And quick movement there, but nothing happened.
Yeah. We had some of our girls here watching, their weights yesterday, and I think it's cool to still bring your girls here if they don't make it to come watch, because they were just mind blown by, the amount of talent that's here on the mat, and it gets them excited to work harder in the off season.
And I've seen that in every sport I've done, whether it be basketball, soccer, volleyball. You bring your team down if you don't make it to the tournament, and you see what it takes.
Yes.
To, where you are and where you have to be. So
no, and as a coach, not really asking, just asking if they came and watch, and they just had a light in their eyes that they're excited. They're looking forward to the year to come.
Because it makes that dream a little more reality when you start your next season too.
Yeah,
hey.
and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that they want to work hard, and they're going to put in some extra work over the summer, and as a coach, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, to know that
going into the next year that your girls are excited to come into the next year and they want to be here at this state tournament.
So no score after the first period here. Stewart and Terwee.
Stewart going to choose bottom here. Hopefully get some skate points.
Terwee trying to work something here, and Stewart trying to hold her off.
Coach jumping up from his chair over here from Charles City, trying to help encourage his wrestler to, work up on bottom.
Pulls her back in toward the center.
Terwee doing a nice job of keeping her broke down, though. Keeping that pressure on her hips. And have stalling on green. She didn't. I think you need to jump to the side. Get off, you can't just sit on the hips maybe like she was. You got to get off the side and work something a little better. So that's why we got it stalling on green there. Got South Tama over there with a nice win. Got about 40 seconds left in the second period on mat 4. Terwee still, working that top. I'm gonna bring it back to the center here with 20 seconds left.
We'll see on the other mat, Bocelli and Dix.
Terwee on top trying to get a turn here. She actually placed second at the state tournament last year. So I'm sure she's hungry to be on top of that podium this year. So she gets a pin. Nice job there.
5 seconds to go in the period. She gets the fall.
Over on mat 5, we've got Siri up 6-0 on Abby Yeager. And 40 seconds left in that third period. On mat 6, we've got Seipel up only 3-2 against Ewing in that first period. It looks like we just finished that first period there.
So we're going to go to 235-pound match. Our fast facts, Olivia Huckfeld, we'll see her here from Spencer, is the number 1 seed. Haley Armstrong is the number 12 seed from SWAT. And they're on the mat right here. Ella Brown of Cedar Rapids Canyon, the 3 seed. Brianna Peach of Marengo is the 2 seed. Our Sukup fast facts as we're underway here in the 235-pound match, and they're off the edge.
Armstrong coming in after she placed 8th last year at the state tournament. Huckfelt, a returning state champ.
And a point for Huckfelt.
Huckfelt being nice and aggressive here. thing with heavyweights is they're always good at throwing. Got 2 from Huckfeld straight to her back in a pin, and she moves on. She will go for her chance at a second state title.
Huckfeld gets the fall. She set the top seed, defending champion. Try it again tonight.
Congratulations to Armstrong still. She had a great tournament.
Yeah, coming in as a 2 seed, 12 seed, making it to the semis. And let's see what we do here. Let's take a break. We'll do that. You're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Back here at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. On mat 5, a consolation round there. And it's 2-0 Bashong over Templeman. At 130 consolation round. We're tied up with 51 seconds to go.
I believe
Is there,
we just had a fall
did we
there.
have a fall
over
there?
on, yep, on the edge of the mat. Maybe it was
it would have been Ewing,
yep,
the green.
Ewing from Moravia.
Gets the win there. So we've got mat 5 still going. 2-1 there, Bashong over Templeman. Nevada and Raccoon River Northwest.
Looks like we're kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty of some of our consolation matches here. We're going to have Kablaka of East Buchanan and Gale of Des Moines Public Schools in the first period.
A 140 consolation round.
There is another upset by Ankeny. Is that Ankeny over there? Correct me here. Bella Pacelli was the #1 seed.
And defending champion too, right?
No,
No,
she
she-
actually placed third last year at the state
okay.
tournament. Yep. That is not Ankeny.
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon.
Yep.
Got Libby Dix makes her way into the finals. Congratulations. Got East Buchanan and Des Moines Public Schools. Kablaka leading 2-0 against Gale over with 30 seconds left in the first period. Might have some blood time, it looks like, over on mat 5 with Templeman down against Bouchon, leading 4-1.
Consolation round matches.
head into the second period over on mat 6. Pablaka leading 2-0. Mat 5 into the second period. Bashong leading 4-1. What a tournament.
Yeah.
We've had
That's
some amazing talent come through on these mats. It's awesome.
400 some wrestlers, and we'll be down to just a few tonight for the championships. What, at 28?
28, yeah.
Yep. I was trying to do that math in my head quick. Let's see, 14 title, 2 by 2, yeah. Looks like
Buchanan doing a nice job over there.
Yeah.
Riding Gale out.
And Templeman trying to get something going now, though. That ends the period. Or, no, they stopped. I guess they got 50 seconds left. They'll go back up into the middle on mat 5.
So over on that 190 match, we had Marcelli get upset by Dix. Really, you know, she came in maybe as an upset, but Dix placed second last year at the state tournament in the 170-pound bracket. Got Pablaka leading 3-1 with 30 seconds left in that second period.
And on mat 5, Bashong leading 4-1 as the period winds down here on mat 5, left of your screen.
As these girls kind of wind down here, you know, throughout the tournament and girls get eliminated and stuff, it's still cool to look up throughout the stadium, and the place is still pretty full.
Yeah.
There is still a lot of people here.
They come back to watch the Consolation as much as the semifinals. And
yes, no, absolutely. It's so like important, you know, get those girls that didn't make it, get them here, get them the experience and the feel of the atmosphere, so it's not maybe a little bit of a shock when they get here next year.
yeah, and then if you're in the Consolation too and you get on a run there, that sets you up for next year,
Yeah.
you know, if you place higher. It's like Peach up over in the mat 3, 235 there, 4-0.
Rena Peach placed 4th last year at the 190-pound bracket. She's working to try and win this 235-pound bracket. She's looking for a fall over there.
Four 3 now on mat 6. Gale and Kabalka, now 7-3 is her points there. It looked like Peach got the fall at 235.
She will see Heckfeldt in the state finals match tonight.
So a 2 versus 1 seed there, right?
Yep.
Five 3 Bashong over Templeman as the third period winding down. Templeman trying to flip her over there, running out of time.
I think I've been saying Gale, but now that I'm looking at the screen a little better, it's not an L, it's an I. So we've got
Guy, you're right.
Yeah, Guy up against Kablaka, 11-5, with actually as we finish the match there.
Yeah, apologize
nice
for
there.
that. Yeah, that's look at that. Looked like an L, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if she cares. She would dance, so.
Right.
She's happy either way.
Finalists, please be sure to turn in your finals bio sheets to the head table.
They'll make sure they say it correctly as they announce her up on the stand. That's the important part.
We'll have some more
And
consolation.
I will apologize always, because I am not the best when it comes to names. I will butcher them probably most of the time.
We will wrestle Consolation round 5 to completion before we go into Consi semis and the 7th place matches.
A nice aggressive match there on mat 6.
Final Consolation round 5 to completion before moving
2 out the
into
gate.
semis and 7th place matches.
Grip of, looks like Williamsburg against Glade of Earlham. We've got Wolford from Wapello against Spurgeon of Pella over on mat 5.
Wolford trying to get a leg. Spurgeon fended her off. They get off the side of the mat. Same on mat 6. The grip is up 2-1. Big move.
Grip and on a leg there on mat 6. Looking to try and trip her, and there she gets the 2 there. Blade trying to get out from underneath her. Turn and face her, and they're going to go out of bounds. Going to go back to the center.
Same now on mat 5. It'll be Wolford down, Grip, or Spurgeon, excuse me, up.
Looks like we've got about 30 seconds left in both matches. Grip doing a nice job there of trying to get Glade broken down and get a turn. Glade gets out, one escape. Coach is chirping at her from the corner, telling her to get on a shot as she's only down by 2 to end the first period.
And Spurgeon up by 2 as they'll go to the second period on mat 5.
Got Glade now trying to get control. We're gonna go back neutral over on mat 6.
Mat 5, they're still looking, and now there's 2.
Spurgeon with a nice takedown over there.
Goes up 4-0. Trying to work that leg, get her.
Looking at our team scores, it looks like we've got Decorah in the lead, with Lewis Central actually coming in second, and Waverly Shellrock to follow in third. Cora's had a great season. We saw that they won Donnybrook. Coach got Coach of the Year for the girls' side. Say they've had a pretty successful year. They've had some awesome wrestlers at this tournament.
Spurgeon and Wolford will go back to the middle here. With Spurgeon on top.
Got Glade on top over there on mat 6. Coaches are hollering for back points as she gets them, putting her in the lead 6-4 with 20 seconds left in the second period.
Once again, wrestlers and coaches, we are going to completely finish Consolation round 5. Once again, we will completely finish wrestling Consolation round 5 before we move on to the next round of wrestling, which will be 7th place matches on mats 3 and 4, and Consolation semis on the outside mats 1, 2, 5, and 6.
We're going to go out of bounds
So one
on
more
mat
time,
6.
we are currently wrestling Consolation
Really doing a nice job being aggressive.
We will completely finish.
So they're just telling us now they're going to finish this round 5, and then they're going to do the 7th place matches, and then the other place
mats 3 and
matches.
4, and Consolation semis on 1, 2, 5, and 6.
Spurgeon's still trying to get some more points there, but Wolford holding her off, still at 4-0 in that third period on mat 5.
We're going to go into the third period with Glade of Earlham leading 6-4 against Grip of Williamsburg.
Back to the mill again for Wolford and Spurgeon.
Looks like we got a little bit of a break going on mat 6 here. Neither one's really doing anything.
Minute left on mat 5. Spurgeon hanging on to that 4-0 win. She's been trying to get another takedown here, but Wolford's been holding her off.
Wolford trying in for the shot and dumps her, and she's going to go for some back points over there. She's going to get some. Can she go with the fall?
Got it.
And she gets it. Nice job over by Pilla.
Spurgeon gets the fall there with 28 seconds remaining in the third period.
We've still got Glade leading 6-4 in the third period with now blood time, as they had gone out of bounds, and they're going to bring it back to the center when they get back here.
Let's take a break here. You're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Here at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network. Dar Danielson with you, Sydney Bolin, as we're in the consolation round. And on the mat 5 now, Johnson and Strickert are underway in the 170-pound consolation. Aline Johnson of Raccoon River Valley Northwest and Izzy Strickert of Independence.
We still got Glade and grip going on here on mat 6 with 20 seconds left in this third period, with Glade leading 6-5, trying to get some back points there against grip.
Yeah, now Johnson and Strickert will go to the second period, no score. And she got the 3 back points there, Glade.
Glade's gonna walk with a nice win of 9-5 in the 5th round of consolations.
Well, they're restarted now on mat 5. Johnson and Strickert.
We got Steins of Decorah and Babcock of Pella on mat 6.
Cameron Steins and Elaine Babcock in a 190 consolation round. Johnson now with the 1-0 lead over Strickert on mat 5 for that 170 consolation. Steins gets the 2-point takedown.
She's gonna nice and aggressive there on mat 6. Got some action over on mat 1 as they dance around over, coming back towards the center of the mat. Steins doing a nice job of keeping Babcock broken down and trying to get that arm to get that turn. She's gonna circle that head and settle in and shoot for that pin. Babcock doing an awesome job of bridging to stay off of the back. Gonna circle, and Steins walks away with a pin on the backside.
Consolation round win for Steins. And we'll go to the third period on mat 5. Johnson leading Strickert 1-0. Leah Johnson over Izzy Strickert as they get ready to start the third period there, 170 consolation.
Once again, wrestlers and coaches, we are going to finish all the bouts of this consolation round 5. We have one more on deck. We will finish this round to completion.
Striker from Independence over trying to work a pin over there.
7th place matches will be
Johnson,
on
sorry.
mats 3 and 4.
But Striker gets the reversal. Johnson.
Johnson.
Goodness, 3.
He's
trying to look across the mats
1,
here.
2, 5, and 6.
Oh, man.
One more time, we are finishing up this consolation round of 5.
There we go. Well, we got one
now
to
we've
look
got
at.
Striker with the reversal.
Yeah.
The next round of wrestling, which will be
A lot of points flipped around there. It was 1-0, now 3-2.
consolation semis on 1,
Nothing. You say there's nothing scored really in those first 2 periods. Now we've got a lot of action with about a minute left in this third period.
Johnson on top there, hanging on to that 3-2 lead. They get the head and the leg.
No, she fights it and gets out for her one. Striker doing a nice job of getting in on a shot right away, but Johnson does a good job of sprawling out of that there. Just gonna keep that arm down and try. Oh, we're gonna take him back up to the center. As Johnson leads 4-2 with 7 seconds left in the third period.
There they go. And that's going to do it. Johnson holds off Strickert for 4-2.
Flexing to some family and friends over in the stands there.
Waiting to see here what we're going to have next. As you see the congratulations there. Oh, now we're getting. Okay, our wrestlers on mat 5. It'll be DeYoung and Crum.
If you want to leave the venue, since today is just a one-ticket day,
Kaylee
if you
DeYoung.
want to leave the venue and come back, you are welcome to do so.
And Boynton Hole Rock Valley and Allison Crum of East Buchanan.
Crum in on a nice shot out the gate. DeYoung can't quite fight it off, and Crum gets the 2 there. Battle it out there on the edge of the mat. So you can still kind of see on the screen, we've got both girls' feet are still on the mat. DeYoung kind of realizing where she's at in the mat, maybe try and work out outside of it a little bit so she can restart from the center. Crum gonna get a tilt there, maybe get some back points and going for a pin on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, as they're just out of our camera view.
We can see some toes. She gets a near fall, was it 3 there for Crum?
Credit Justin
Near
and
fall
the
2.
crew. They set up all these cameras and have to get them set so we can cover all these mats. And we get, say, 95% coverage of most of it. You know, it's just, it's hard to do.
Oh, no, DeYoung with a nice reversal there on Crum. With about 45 seconds left in the first period.
Looks like they're
DeYoung.
done on the other mats.
DeYoung gonna do a nice job here and try and ride out Crum for, we got 20 seconds left in the first period now. Crum's gonna try and get out, hooks the head, pops right out with a 2 reversal there on mat 5 with 6 seconds left of that first period. Crum now in the lead, 6-2.
And they'll go to period 2. See what they decide here. Looks like Crum will be up.
Young tries to stand up and face her there off the gate, doesn't quite get it. I'm gonna set some up here to try and get her to her back. DeYoung doing a nice job of not letting her get her turned there and keeping her legs underneath her. Crum couldn't get too far with that half in, so she's gonna take that arm in. I'm just gonna let her up, maybe give her one, not two. There it is. DeYoung now with a reversal of 2 and gonna get some back points. Did they award? Nope. They're gonna say no back points. Crum now leading only 6-4 with about a minute left in the second period. Crum trying to work up to her base here. Gonna get a stall call on Crum. DeYoung trying to lock something in over there.
For a second, like
See
Crum
if
was
Crum-
going to try to spin
Yeah.
around out of that.
She's gonna try and get her, she could get her head out.
She
There's a
does.
reversal 2 for Crum, now leading 8-4 with 18 seconds left in that second period. DeYoung needs to get out here with about 10 seconds left, and I don't see it happening as we're gonna head into the third period with Crum leading 8-4.
235-pound consolation round here, and I think this may be the last of the round 5, and then we'll head into the next round of consolation.
Nice takedown there by Crum.
Widens the lead.
Never know though, DeYoung's done some,
Showing a few flourishes
had
here.
some tricks
Yeah,
up
yeah.
her sleeve here to get some points. Still got about a minute and a half left of this third period. A lot can happen.
Young gets a point there. I think she locked her hands. Crum. Oh, trying to turn.
Crum gonna get, no, can't quite get it. Just gotta really point that elbow up and drive it through. Of course, with a minute left in the third period, I'd be tired myself.
Yeah.
These girls have done good.
Yeah, everybody says, well, it's just three-minute periods, but, you know, when you're out
It
there.
does not feel
no,
like a very short period at all.
It feels longer when you're battling, especially these two. They've been at it the entire time.
No, they've had, especially for a 235-pound match, they've had a lot of action going on.
A lot of action, yeah.
Crum gonna try and
There wasn't
get
a lot
fall.
of standing up and hand fighting that you sometimes
Yeah.
see. They've been.
Crum really working, get some back there. She walked closer around the head. Coach chirping at her as we look towards Coach
10
for some
seconds.
advice. DeYoung is gonna try and belly out of that, fight it as we end that 235 consolation match with Crum
Allison
for the
Crum
win.
with the win, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will direct your attention to the area between mats 3 and 4. Before we start the next round of wrestling, we would like to do a quick recognition. Sergeant Megan Black-Campion. Ladies and gentlemen, she grew up on a farm near Ottumwa, Iowa. She attended Eddyville, Blitzburg, Fremont High School, where she was the very first female in Iowa to place at the boys state wrestling tournament. Following high school, Sergeant Black-Campion graduated from McKendree University with a degree in physical education, where she was a 4-time All-American, 2-time national finalist, 2014 Pan Am champion, 2016 Olympic trials competitor,
Those are quite the
2017
credentials.
U23 World Team member, and 2018 University National Champion. After college, Sergeant Black-Campion joined the Colorado National Guard and competed for the Army World Class Athlete Program. In 2021, Sergeant Black-Campion was inducted into the Dan Gable Wrestling Hall of Fame. She transferred from the Army WCAP Wrestling Program to the Iowa National Guard following the 2021 World Championships. And in October 2022, she accepted a recruiting assignment located in Ottumwa, Iowa. Megan also serves as a volunteer assistant for the William Penn women's wrestling team in her spare time. She and her husband Zach and their daughters Layton and Laramie reside in Ottumwa, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, she is also stationed up at a table on the concourse. If you'd like to go meet Megan, get her autograph and some pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Megan Black-Campion.
You can just kind of see her there in the top corner of the screen. We have our cameras locked down on the mats, but
Wrestlers and coaches,
we get the privilege of having her come. She's from Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont, and she, her brother went through there, her sister, so we get the privilege of being able to have her come in the room periodically and stuff.
All right, we're going to take a break here, a little lull in the action right now. You're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Welcome back to the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We're going to the Consolation semifinals. Mat 5 and 6, they're wrestling for third place here, and Mat 4, they're wrestling for 7th place, and they'll be finished, but the winners here on Mat 5 and 6 will advance and wrestle for third place tonight. And we have Rogers of Solon and Irvine of Don Bosco here on Mat 5, a 105. And also Trainer and Shelemgotsky on Mat 6. Hersom of Southeast Polk up 2-0 in the 7th place match. As we move along, we'll keep you updated.
Over on Mat 5. Sorry, mixed up my mats there. Mat 6, yeah. Mat 5. Rogers leading 2-0, and they're fighting over there on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, McKenna Rogers and Erica Irvine on Mat 5. And Mat 6 here, no score. It's
5 and 6 seed there on Mat 5.
Yeah, I got to go back to my sheets.
I know, that's what I'm like glancing on mine again. Oh, you've got Shelengoski over there on Mat 6. Trying to fight back against Trainer on the edge of the mat and did not quite get it. Oh, they did get it. Our system's just not caught up to it yet. So we're tied 2-2 over on Mat 6. As they got 5 seconds left in that period with Shelengoski on top. We're gonna head into the second period, tied 2-2. Rogers and Irvine also.
2-2. They haven't put the.
Am I still backwards here?
Well.
Yes, I'm looking up, and then our screen is opposite, isn't it?
Our screen is opposite. 6 is to
so
our
we've
left,
got
5
Rogers
is to our
and
right.
Irvine, tied 2-2 going into the second period.
Yeah, we had to reset that here. And then Hersom up 6-2 in the 7th place match here on Mat 4.
Like Trainer gets some back points there.
And over toward the edge of the mat, Rogers and Irvine.
Shelengoski on Mat 6, trying to stuff the head and get around. They're going to call a stalemate and take him back to the center.
Irvine on Mat 5 now goes up 5-2.
Not quite sure the details on the back end of the seating, but I think how they did the seating, they've done a really nice job seating the tournament.
Yeah, it looks like when you look through it looks like they're pretty close on a lot of them.
Yep.
You're going to have your upsets here and there, but for the most part.
Absolutely. Speaking of upsets, Wolfer here on Mat 4 was an upset. And she is winning, or she is down by 3 against Hersom, but now shooting for a pin. And she gets it. Wolfer moves on.
Well, no, that's it. She'll take 7th.
7th place there for Wolfer.
Winding down on Mat 5, 5-2 Irvine.
Well deserved.
And looking there, we'll get some back points. Yep, she gets 3, Irvine does, at the end of the period. Make it 8-2. And then on 6, They'll start the third, 4-1 Trainer up. And off the mat on mat 5.
Mat 6, we've got Trainer leading against Shelngoski 4-1 with 1:30 left in that third period. Now that I've got my math straight.
Well, it gets a little confusing at times if our screen doesn't match up a little bit.
I think I get a little too excited too when I look up and I watch the match and then I look down. We've got Irvine, looked like she's locking up a cradle over. I jinxed myself. I'm looking at mat 6. Got Shelngoski hooked up a cradle. Trainer with.
And we got the 1:15 7th place match, Strife and Gwynn on mat 4. Now, a flip back over on mat 5. Irvine working there. There it is. Irvine will advance to the third place match.
Got Trainer with another takedown there on mat 6. Third period. She is going to pull off the win there.
So she'll face Irvine, Trainer and Irvine for third place at 105. Irvine a 6 seed. Trainer was a 4 seed coming in, so 6 and 4 for third place tonight. We got something going on. There's a pin.
On mat 4, we've got Gwynn and Strife.
Let me say it, Gwynn with the pin.
Gwynn
right?
with the pin.
For
Feeling
7th place
there.
for Gwynn.
Nice job.
Krista Gwynn finishes up with a win. A lot of alliteration on that one.
Right.
Now over on mat 5, Henderson and Ryder. Henderson up 2-0 early. And we've got Seck and Wheats on mat 6. These are 1:15 consolation for third place.
See if I can't keep these ones straight. I almost need to just focus on the screen, not look up at the mats.
Well, could we get Randy to switch those bound too?
We've got Seck, who came in as the 1 seed. Now wrestling on the consolation side against Wheats, with Wheats from Vinton Schellsburg leading in the first period 2-0.
And Razavink of Ames and Storjahan on mat 4 for the 7th place match. And we have a little
Wheats
stoppage.
getting Seck to her back over there with a nice tilt. She not quite enough tilt though to get those back points. That would be hard coming in as a 1 seed and, you know, falling back on this consolation side. She really had to, you know, kind of mentally prepare herself to get her, you know, back up and in the groove of things.
Yeah, made it into the semis and lost in the fall there.
As she gets into about 40 seconds left, she gets an escape here.
On mat 5, Henderson and Ryder will go to the second period with Henderson 2-1. She'll go down. Ryder will be up. And action on 6 again.
Again. With the reversal. As Sek had that takedown, Wheats is going to get her turned to her back. Sek fighting this, trying to get off her back there. Wheats looking kind of at the refs to see what she can do to get Sean. They're going to give her a 3 near fall.
Right at the end of the period there.
Wheats takes the lead as we go into the second period. I am off my game today. Oh my goodness. Wheats, 7-3 going into the second period.
And Henderson on mat 5 up 3-0 here in the second period. Carly Henderson and Caitlin Ryder on mat 5. Henderson is up right now, 3-0 as they head to the edge of the mat. Second period winding down on mat 5, mat 6.
We're coming back from some blood time here on mat 6. Waiting for our other ref. Trying to clean some blood off the mat. We've got mat 4 with locked hands 1. Got Rosenvink in the lead. 6-2 with about 20 seconds left of that first period. Back in action on mat 6, we've got Sek and Wheats. Wheats leading 7-3 to the start of the second period. Oh, and Sek's gonna get on top here. Not quite enough for a 2, but Wheats is going to get around to get the 2. Wheats leads 11-5. She's going to settle in for some more. No, it doesn't quite get it. Sek fights off her back there.
Henderson.
Wheats to the tilt and to her back.
Say Henderson and Ryder still up.
Got a minute left in the second period on mat 6. Wheats leading 11-5.
Henderson still leading on mat 5, winding down to 30 seconds to go.
Got some injury time here on mat 6 for Sek.
Henderson still controlling as the period winds down on mat 5.
Got Rosenvink of Ames leading the way on mat 4, 6-3 with about a minute left in the second period.
So Carly Henderson is going to advance for Riverside to the third place match, 1:15. And still 6-3 on the 7th place match there. Rozovic of Ames, now 6-5. And on mat 5 we'll start the 125 consolation semifinal there with Callista Rodish and Jillian Worthen. Raccoon River Northwest and Union LaPorte City on mat 5.
Still got some
injury time
injury
going on.
time
Yeah.
here in mat 6 as our trainer.
We're checking out Sec there, the trainer. Maybe bumped
Maybe a
heads or
concussion
something. Yeah, looking.
protocol, yeah.
I think concussion check out there. And now.
Looks like maybe an injury time here on mat 4 also.
Mat 4 as well. Yep. A long 2 days. You get down to this point and. Let's see here. Still no points on mat 5. Rodish and Worthen.
And get back going here on mat 4. We've got Rosenvink leading the way 6-5 with 20 seconds left in the second period. Got Worthen was the 2 seed against Rodish, our 5 seed, over on mat 5. 20 seconds left in that first period. Worthen in on a shot, doesn't quite get it. Rodish doing a nice job of defending that. Looks like we're gonna come to an end over on mat 6.
Yeah, looks like Wheats is going to
will take the injury default.
And Wheats will advance to face Henderson in the third place match there at 1:15. So
see if Sec can be able to come back for that 5th place match.
still no score there. Rodish and Worthen on mat 5 of the 125 consolation semi, but
oh no.
Rodish has the 2 and looking for back points there.
Gets a fall.
Gets the fall.
Man.
Rodish.
Nice job by Rodish. She tries to fight for that 3rd place match. Over on mat 6, we've got Winky of Ames against Roger of Bettendorf. Rogers coming in pretty aggressive.
Yeah, Hannah Rogers, Alexis Winky. There in the 125-pound consolation.
Got Rogers looking for the pin, and she gets it, moves on.
So she'll meet Rodish, right, in the 3rd place matchup. All right, still, that match is tightened up on 7th place match there. Storjahan has come back, make it a 7-6 match. And now working on Razovink, just trying to get her flipped over. And the 135 consolation on mat 5 now has Cadence Bourne of Wilton and Isabella
Get a pin there on mat
Dietz.
4.
So Storjahan came all the way back and got the pin after trailing for most of that match and takes 7th place.
We're gonna have Garcia Vasquez of West Liberty, and Bashong of, is that Nevada?
Nevada, and then 140, yeah.
On mat 6.
Still no score over on mat 5 with Bourne and Deeds.
Oh, Bashong with a nice takedown there, trying to get Garcia Vasquez to her back and doesn't get it.
Stowe and Meyer now on mat 4 for a 7th place at 125. Lily Stowe and Kayon Meyer, South Winneshiek. Lily Stowe, Waverly Shell Rock. Mat 5 will go to the 2nd period with no score. You hear the crowd, sounds like we had a fall on the other side.
Right. Must have been a pretty big match over there on mat 1.
Warren and Deeds start the 2nd period. Standing up, a little hand fight in there. Somebody looking for an opening. At 6, I think we got a little blood time over there. And Stowe on top with a 2-point lead here on Meyer.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Forget to put my mic up right, huh?
Oh!
Getting cleaned up from some blood time on mat 6 as we return.
Deeds just almost had Bourne turned over there, but she battled it off.
Got a minute left on mat 6 with Bouchon of Nevada leading 2-0. Got an escape by Garcia Vasquez as we go neutral with about 50 seconds left in the 1st period. Some good action on mat 4 by Stowe and Meyer. Stowe leading 2-0 with 13 seconds left in the 1st period. Garcia Vasquez in on a shot on mat 6. Bouchon doing a nice job getting that wizard in and stuffing that head down to stay out of it.
We go to mat 5, 140, Gay of Des Moines and Brotman of Ankeny. They're looking to get into the 3rd place match.
So we run out of time in the 1st period on mat 6. Bouchon leads 2-1. Going into the 2nd period, we're going to go neutral.
Stowe still controlling here on mat 4, leading 2-0.
Both girls doing a nice job on mat 6 of circling to try and set up a shot.
Little action now on 5. And 2 points for Brotland of Ankeny. With 38 seconds to go in the 1st period.
Bouchon with a nice takedown over on mat 6 with a minute left in the 2nd period. Garcia Vasquez trying to get out of that, and she gets a reversal too to now close the gap as she is only
looking
behind
for
by
the
1.
fall on mat 5, and there it is. Rotland comes back to wrestle for third place. For Ankeny.
Garcia Vasquez doing a nice job over on mat 6 of keeping Bouchon down with 10 seconds left in the second period. Bouchon not going to let her get her turn to her back. Garcia Vasquez tried to go for a cradle and didn't quite get it.
We'll go to mat 5, and it'll be Avery Whitcop of West Marshall and Briar Blake of North Tama there in the 170 Consolation. They're flipping them in there pretty fast. Once it's over, have to look quick to get the score and make sure I know what's going on. But
Chong doing a nice job as we go into this third period of keeping Garcia Vasquez down. Garcia Vasquez looking to try and get out of underneath of her. Doesn't quite get it. Bouchon gets an arm in and going for the fall here. Gonna call injury on Garcia Vasquez there and gonna give Bouchon 3 near fall, putting her in the lead at 8. Keeping her in the lead, 8-3.
Whitcop and Blake have been hand fighting over there on mat 5. Still no score there yet. 45 seconds to go here in the 7th place match on mat 4. You see at the top of the screen, Stowe of Waverly Shell Rock leading 4-2 here. Meyer looking to get some points to try to tie it up with 37 seconds to go. And that first period will end on mat 5 with no score in the 170 Consolation.
Gonna get rolling here
yeah,
again
looks like
on
they're
mat
back on 6. Bouchon and Nevada. Garcia Vasquez, Bouchon leading 8-3.
Bouchon of Nevada coming out pretty aggressive here after a whistle.
And that does it on mat 4. Stowe will take 7th place.
We're gonna have a potentially dangerous call over on mat 6 as we restart them there in the center.
And looks like Blake trying to work with a takedown on 5. Not there yet.
Bouchon over on mat 6 trying to get Garcia Vasquez broken down. She is struggling to do so. Garcia Vasquez trying to stand up.
Blake still trying to turn. Now she's got Whitcop for the pin.
With the win. Nice job.
Blake advances the 3rd place match. Briar Blake,
got an
North Tama.
escape on mat 6. Garcia Vasquez shooting for a throw to shoot her shot here with about 20 seconds left in the 3rd period. Gives it away. Bouchon gets the 2. Bouchon will walk away heading into the 3rd place match.
7th place match, Kabelka over Templeman 2-0 here. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Back here at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on mat 5, 190-pound Consolation. Bella Porcelli, who got upset, the number 1 seed, now wrestling for 3rd place here. And against Steinis of Decorah, has Steinis had her shoulders close there. You see they gets back points.
Up on mat 6, we've got Glade of Earlham and Stifle of East Buchanan. As we are a minute 10 left in the first period, Stifle is leading 2-0.
Porcelli working against Steinis, has her turned again. Porcelli gets the pin. She'll move to the 3rd place match, the top seed who was upset earlier. From Southeast Polk. Injury stoppage here, blood stoppage, I think, on mat 4.
Mat 6, we've got about 45 seconds left in the first period with Stifle on top, leading 2-0 against Glade of Earlham. Glade trying to get out from underneath there as she stands up. Oh, Stifle doing a nice job of returning it back to the mat. Stifle's gonna grab that wrist and walk it over. She pays attention to where she's at there, and she is gonna shoot for a fall on the edge of the mat. Glade struggling, but fighting back. Stifle gets her to her back and gets a near fall of 2 there as they go out of bounds and finish the period.
Kabelka here up 4-0 on Templeman in the 7th place match for 140. Here on the right of your screen now. And point for dangerous hold there, looks like.
Got some coaches questioning maybe a call over on mat 6. And come back to the center. Got some exciting news going on the other side. Got two East Buchanan girls out here. That's kind of a tongue twister there.
Looking to take 7th place here against Templeman. And Stifle, the other one there on mat 6.
These placement matches are going to be pretty big for those team points.
Yeah.
As we kind of end these rounds here on the backside and place in. I'm looking forward to what our score is going to be, heading into tonight. East Buchanan Stifle doing a nice job of riding Glade, keeping the score 4-0. A minute left in the second period.
And Kabelka, her teammate, doing the same thing here on mat 4. Up 4-1 with 14 to go in the second period.
We're going to get a stalling on green over on mat 6. Probably because we're not doing too much all productive. Stifle's got to make sure she's working something over there on top so that she doesn't get another stall call on her. Glade's got to really try and keep working up to her base as she's doing.
We'll go to the third period here in the 7th place match on mat 4. Kabelka will go down. She's leading 5-1 against Templeman of Raccoon River Northwest.
We're going to bring Glade and Stifle back to the center as Glade gets 1 point for potential dangerous move.
Reversal for Kabelka.
Watching this match on mat 6, when Stifel's really working on something, she's really aggressive, and Glade's going to have some nice bruises probably on her face as she gets Glade to her back. She's going to get near fall there of 2 as they end the period, and we're going into the third period. Stifle leading 6-1 over Glade. We're going to start some injury or blood time on mat 6.
And Kabelka now
looking
has
up.
Templeman, looking up, seeing how much time she has left. And Templeman wriggles out of it. Now she's got her back over. Now she spins again. Looking for the fall here for 7th place.
Really stretching that arm out as she gets her chest back and needs to scoop that head up.
30 seconds.
Get that chest-to-chest pressure there to get her flat.
There it is.
Nice pin there.
Kabelka gets the fall in the 7th place. And more points for East Buchanan.
Remember our Armstrong match from yesterday, and we thought Dad was going to fall out of the bleachers?
Yeah.
He is on a roll.
Is he back over there again? Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yes. We've got a tight match over there with her leading the way. Still working on some blood or injury time over on mat 6. She comes back.
We'll bring in a 155-pound 7th place match on mat 4. Luzum of Decorah, Wolford of Wapello.
Got Glade on top here to start the third period. Stifle doing a nice job of trying to break those hands off.
Quick takedown by Wolford.
Gonna go out of bounds and take him back to the center on mat 6. Minute 30 left. Stifle on bottom, leading 6-1.
Luzum trying to, she got an escape, now trying to get the takedown. And they'll go off the mat. Boy, it seems like Stifle and Glade been out there for an hour, doesn't
I know, yeah, no, they're doing a nice job.
Yeah,
we had a little bit of blood time there, and
but it just seems like they've been going at it for a long, long time. But
still, as we continue, we've got 50 seconds left with the third period. Stifle leading on bottom, 6-1. Glade actually doing a nice job of trying to keep her broke down and get that wrist to get something set up for her to turn her to her back. She faces her. She's going to try an underhook there and get her to her back. Nothing set up yet there. Coach is yelling at her from the corner with short time of 20 seconds left in the third period.
And the first period on mat 4.
Giving it all she's got there to try and get something. It looks like Stifle of East Buchanan is going to walk away with the win.
Wrestle for third place.
And come back and wrestle for third place.
Okay, good. Looks like a good chance to take a break here. Andy and Blake are going to come in. Pleasure working with you once again here. As Dar Danielson, Sydney Bolin, we're going to step out now. We'll be back tonight for the championship rounds. And let's take a break here at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
All right, well, Dara and Sydney couldn't make it through one more, so Blake Walker and Andy Pollock have opted in here on the 7th place match on mat 4. This is Lauren Lusum of Decorah taking on Tatum Wolford of Wapello, and Wapello leads 4-3.
In Decorah, that team race, they're not as high up anymore. They were in the top. They've been, Decorah has wrapped up the team race. They are just adding to it right now.
And, I mean, you and I were kind of talking about it. It's louder now. Like, it is so loud in here for some of these consolation matches. It's unbelievable.
Everybody's still fighting. These are either, I mean, everyone here is a top 8 wrestler. So these are the best of the best in the state of Iowa. Some of the best in the Midwest.
This is for 7th. Lusum of Decorah and Wolford of Wapello. This is our last match of the day on this stream, and then tonight we will be back at 6 o'clock. All right, so they'll set each other up. Third period, 4-3 lead for Wolford. Kind of head fighting so far. A 4-3 advantage, 3 minutes to go. Or excuse me, third period, 1:41 to go.
Yeah, not much time left here for Lusum.
Trying to get an attack. Now Lusum's got a chance up on that back leg.
Here we go. Good opportunity for her.
There he goes. Slam back down to the ground. That's a 2-point takedown.
Takes the lead.
5-4. 1:20 to go. Potentially dangerous. Officials are very on top of that.
Yeah,
the last thing you want is a injury from that.
And we've, fortunately, I mean, the ones that we've seen, you feel so bad for the young ladies, but fortunately we just haven't seen a whole lot, which is
thankfully
outstanding.
And have a caution.
Yep.
You see more cautions when they're tired because you almost just lean on the person. And, you know, you can't. You got to at least give them a chance. And, oh, boy, here comes Wolford with a she had a chance, and then her legs kind of came out from underneath her. 1:05 to go. Slam back down to the ground by Lusum. Not going to let her get up easy. Going to keep her pinned at all times here or try to get her away. 44 seconds left.
It's got a lot quieter over on our half of the arena right now.
A lot of people have stuck around. I mean, they're going to be kicked out anyway, but people just enjoying wrestling as they're going to go out. Wolford will have a chance again. What a showing by Decorah. I mean, what is a 40-point lead?
Yeah, so far there are,
almost 38-point lead.
East Buck
Look out, here comes Luzum. Luzum's got a chance.
That's what's a very impressive story of the tournament so far. East Buchanan.
Yeah.
Small school, Northeast Iowa. Second place right now heading into tonight's finals.
They had 8 girls. I mean, that's still a good amount, but both these girls look tired here. 22 seconds to go.
Oh, they've
third period.
Coming through the consolation bracket. That's a lot of wrestling you've got to do.
Absolutely.
To still be alive on day 2 afternoon.
Well, it's not over yet.
They fit a lot into 2 days in the girls' state wrestling tournament.
Wolford just needs an escape. And she's got it. Whoa. It's 5-5. Boy, that was really awkward. It was almost like
rolled out of it.
Yeah. 6 seconds. I think we're going to go to overtime.
That's
Wolford
great
takes a
matches
shot.
today.
Doesn't do anything with it. We'll go to overtime here between Lauren Luzum and Tatum Wolford. This is the only other match going, I think. No, I lied. There's one right beside it. What am I thinking?
Oh, yeah, right here. Looked right through that one at the other ones going on.
All right, here's overtime, sudden death. What do you got left in the tank? Luzum on top.
Yep.
Luzum on her back. This is going to be really close.
Is there enough room on the edge? Yeah, enough room on the edge. Nothing called yet.
There's your 2. Tatum Wolford of Wapello will finish 7th in the 155-pound weight class. Congratulations to Tatum and congratulations to Lauren Luzum on phenomenal seasons and a heck of a match to end it all in overtime. Well, great work today. That was a fun last.
Well, it looks like we got another one. We had 255.
We got one more? Okay, so we got 255.
I'm not sure where we sit in things right now.
I have no idea.
To go to the.
This is the last one.
The last one, right? But I don't know. We just had a. That was 190 on the other match. Okay.
So this is our
another 7th place.
Yeah, this is our 235-pound 8th or 7th place matchup. Kaylee DeYoung of Boyden Hole Rock Valley, red hair and all, takes on Brisca Garcia Vasquez of West Liberty.
Just sending everybody out of the arena for tonight's finals. What time do you guys go on the air tonight?
We go live at 5:45. The action kicks off at 6 o'clock, and it can all be caught live on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union digital network here on YouTube. And they are sparring here early. Nobody has any points. But there's your 2-point takedown for Brisca Garcia Vasquez of West Liberty.
She took the initial shot, and then you saw DeYoung fight it off. Thought DeYoung might have had an opportunity to get the takedown, and Garcia Vasquez ends up on top.
2-0 lead for Garcia Vasquez. I tell you what, DeYoung's got some height on her. Really lengthy here at 235. DeYoung trying to get back up.
Currently, your runner-up is East Buchanan with 94 points. And leading the team race
1 minute to go in the first period. DeYoung is in a really weird spot. She can't quite turn it over to be counted for a takedown yet. There we go.
There it is. Reversal.
I was going to say, took a little bit, but she got there. 2-2 on the reversal.
Those cheerleaders are probably spent right now, too. They've had a lot. Some of these cheerleaders have had to be out on the mat for a lot of matches.
Those palms got to be hurt.
Especially as you go back out through the consolation brackets. They got to be on top of their game
Did Decorah have
as well.
cheerleaders? I didn't see.
I don't remember if Decorah did.
Cedar Falls, I know, had a lot because they had 11 girls here.
Cedar Falls had a really nice tournament.
It's like we talked about earlier. I love it when the cheerleaders stop cheering and they just turn into actual fans.
A couple of those opportunities here today. You see a cradle coming up here for DeYoung, trying to get Garcia Vasquez turned.
2-1 on the clock, and that will do it for the end of the first period. And they'll toss the die, and it'll be headed toward DeYoung to have a chance. She'll get to choose here, and she'll start down. So DeYoung will start on the bottom, and Garcia Vasquez on top.
Ooh, DeYoung tried to roll out. Ooh.
And it might have caught her. Almost was in a cradle
she
there
got
for a
back
second.
into it.
Ooh, man, that was close. Vasquez not letting her go easy. Oh, DeYoung got right back up. It's not enough for an escape, though. She's got that leg. This is going to get close here. 1:34 to go in the second period. 2-2 is your score.
Yeah, I'm going to try to work those hips around. Now she can work into a combination. Get that leg out.
Winner finishes 7th. The loser will fall and finish 8th. No matter what, it's podium. Technically, everybody, top 8 are on podium. There's 2 on DeYoung.
Reversal for her, and then she goes across.
And potentially dangerous.
Did she illegal hold there? Did she slide through?
I think so. The coaches were even pointing at it too.
So point there for Garcia Vasquez. Ooh, Garcia Vasquez, a good position here.
She turns it right back over. DeYoung from the bottom. Both wrestlers having a tough time here. They're trying to tell Vasquez to turn it. Both girls in the same position here.
She slid off.
Yeah, DeYoung's going to try to get away. She's got caught in the right leg here. Really at a stand hold here. DeYoung leads 4-3. This is for 7th place. DeYoung hops back on top. Technically no points because of it, but
gets those hips back flat to the mat, though, makes things very difficult on Garcia Vasquez.
Official telling them they got to move. 15 seconds on the clock in the second period. Seven seconds. Vasquez got called for a stall. And the whistle will blow, and we'll go to the third period. Our final match of the day before we get to 5th, 3rd, and 1st place matches tonight at 6 o'clock on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network.
Already starting to move some things around here to get prepared to go to a 3-mat setup.
Championships will be in the middle, and 3rd and 5th will be on the side. And why not? We got blood time here on our last match of the day.
Looks like DeYoung's got a little bloody nose.
She's tired. Vasquez literally told her coach, she was like, I think she's tired.
Actually, it looks like she might be throwing up. She is.
Well,
okay.
That'll do it right there.
There's our answer. These wrestlers have just got to be spent right now. Just absolutely spent.
It's got to be tough. I mean, it has been a long 2 days. And, you just got to try to keep things on it. And I see right here the coaches for
demonstrating.
West Liberty literally demonstrating what to do.
All right, we're going to get set up to go here once again, see if DeYoung's got any gas left in the tank.
Young leads 4-3, and Vasquez going to try to do it here in the third. Got a single, gets right back down, and this is going to be close.
There's
back points for Vasquez. And hops back on top, but that's a 5-4 lead.
Got the reverse, yeah, no back points, started getting counted, no back points, so. And now it looks like DeYoung has an opportunity to get out one more time.
Trying to get up on all fours here. She stands up, almost turns it back around. This is going to be close. 1:20 to go. There's the takedown. They do give it to DeYoung. Boy, she's still got that leg. I'm surprised that they... Now DeYoung gets on top. Vasquez trying to hold serve on the bottom. 6-5 is the score. 58 seconds to go in the third. DeYoung's got to keep moving.
DeYoung can just ride this out, finish this thing. Doesn't have to get too aggressive, risk getting turned onto her back.
don't think I've seen a wrestler get sick halfway through and then go on and win, but she's going to try to do that. DeYoung trying to turn Vasquez here.
She can just keep those hips flat on the mat. She'll be in good position.
23 seconds to go. Kaylee DeYoung of Boyden Hole Rock Valley trying to finish things off here and come away with the 7th place finish. 7 seconds on the clock. And it looks like she's going to hang on. Kaylee DeYoung of Boyden Hole Rock Valley is going to come home in 7th position. Briska Garcia Vasquez will come home in 8th. What a match to finish out the day at 235 pounds. Well, that will do it for us here on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network. What a day it has been. We now have 5th, 3rd, and our championship matches are now set all across the board for 14 different classes. We will be back tonight at 5:45, and the championships kick off at 6 o'clock. It's going to be a fun time. For Andy Pollock, I'm Blake Walker. Thanks for watching the Iowa Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.